history, and we've only begun. We know that our standard of living will rise still higher, bringing us more benefits and leisure time as we produce more goods. And while we have made ourselves stronger economically, we have retained the basic freedoms of each individual. We work where we choose. We bargain collectively, contract our own affairs, and profit from our inventiveness and enterprise. Yes, that's the American economic system. Does this ever happen to you? You put in a good full of the cooking, the mending, and the ordinary housekeeping chores. And after dinner, you're just getting settled for a quiet evening with a new magazine when your husband leaps up with a happy look and says,
"Hey, kiddo, I got a great idea. Let's go downtown tonight and see a movie, huh?"
Oh, I don't know, McGee. I thought I'd just...
You've been working hard today, Molly. You look tired. It'll do you good to get out. I'll take you downtown and show you the bright lights tonight on the front of the theater.
Oh, you don't really want to see a movie tonight, do you? I thought you were tired, too. You told me at dinner time that you shot so much food at the Elks this afternoon you could hardly lift that last piece of pie.
Well, I was just hungry, I guess. I feel great since I ate. Besides, we owe it to ourselves to see more pictures.
Oh, to who?
Ourselves. Listen to what I just read in the paper here. It says the average American family sees 8.5 movies a year.
8.5?
8.5.
You mean that everybody leaves in the middle of the ninth one?
Oh.
Or do they make a special half picture just to show for those?
Oh, no, that's only statistics, Molly. You know how they get them statistics. They take a survey of a cross-section of people.
Well, there's no cross-section of people than the ones whose feet you step on in the movies.
Oh, that's besides the point, kiddo. My point is that the average family sees over 8 pictures a year, and we haven't seen even one this year. We don't want the neighbors going around saying we're below average, do we?
Oh, what a horrible thought.
Here's the movie page. Pick out anything you want to see. A lot of good ones in town this week.
Well, you pick one, McGee. I don't care at all. In fact, I would just as soon.
I'll get the coats. Anything you want to see is fine with me.
Well, let me look. How about the Bijou? They're showing Quo Vadis.
No, I don't like them foreign pictures. Look for something else, huh?
Doesn't matter to me. Let's see now. Here's the Granada. Says bank night, free dishes, a gift for each lady, tonight only.
What's the picture?
Pretty bleak, apparently.
Oh?
Oh, you mean what's playing
Yeah.
there? It's called Broadway Rhythm with Jimmy Dunn and Helen Twelftree.
Oh. Musical, huh?
Oh, I forgot you don't like musicals.
Oh, anything you like is okay with me, though. Pick anything. What's at the Rivoli downtown?
Well, it doesn't give the name of the picture. It just says special surprise, smash hit. Enjoy the best in comfort at the Rivoli. What does that mean?
Oh, that's theater talk, kiddo. Loosely translated, that means the picture stinks, but it's warm inside. Aren't there any good action pictures, you know? Something with a little suspense in it? Something you'd really like to see?
Well, as long as you're determined to take me to a movie, how does this one look to you? Boris Karloff in Toy of the Killer.
Wow.
See there, the man with the teddy bear in his hand and the knife in his back?
Gee, that sounds great. Swell. You sure that's the one you want to see, though? I don't want to drag you to something you don't...
Fine. I'll call the theater and ask what time it starts.
Oh, why worry about that?
Well, it says in the ad, don't tell your friends the surprise ending. See, you know how these murder mysteries are. If we come in near the end, we may as well not go.
Oh. Oh, that's a good idea, so go ahead.
Come in. Well, hello, Mr. Oldtimer.
Hello there, kids. Hi, Doris. Hi, Johnny. Where you going? Someplace?
Yeah, we were just leaving. Going out to a picture show.
Picture show? Oh, I love pictures, kids. Me and Bessie go all the time. You name any picture in town, and I'll bet you me and Bessie haven't seen it.
You mean you have seen it, don't you?
Nope. We sat in the balcony, Doris. We never know what's going on the screen. But you just asked me who the usher is. I can tell you that because he's usually the fellow that hollers, "Hey, you kids, cut that out up there." What you going to see, kids?
Murder mystery. Toy of the Killer with Boris Karloff.
Oh, that's a dandy, Johnny. Great picture. You'll love it.
Oh?
That one we've seen.
You did,
It's
huh?
got a terrific ending.
So we hear the ad speak very highly of it.
Yes, sir. It fooled me right up to the finish, daughter.
Good. I guess we picked a good one, McGee.
Well, go ahead and call the theater and find out what time it starts, will you, Molly?
That's a fine idea, kids. Because if you come in at the end and you find out that the toy of the killer, that little teddy bear in the ad there, is really horror and there's a midget inside that hates Boris Karloff because he always called him Shorty when they were in the carnival together, and he's really the one that poisoned the old man's saddle instead of the butler, why, heck, you might as well not go at all.
Old-timer,
Yep.
hand me the paper there, will you? We want to pick out a movie.
Okay, Johnny. They got a good one. So long, kid.
Back to Wistful Vista in a minute. There's an expression that
Oh,
goes,
you
don't
cut
put
me
off
away,
until
bro.
tomorrow
Okay.
what you can do today. And that's a very, very good expression to keep in mind now that
That's a
income
bad
tax
friend.
time is coming along.
First of Jason
This
Thomas,
year,
little
there are
Gary
going to be
Thomas,
approximately
favorite
58 million
Mexican
Americans
also
will be
there.
required to file federal income tax returns with the Bureau of Internal Revenue. First of all, there may be some doubt in your mind as to whether you file an income tax return or not. Well, everyone, regardless of age, who had an income of $600 or more during the past year is required by law to file an income tax return before March the 15th. Now, here are a couple of other points that may help you. Be sure your return is complete and accurate, and be sure you sign it. If it's a joint return, be sure the taxpayer and his wife both sign their names. And most important of all, be sure to file your income tax return early. If you're entitled to a refund, you'll receive it a lot sooner if you file early. Don't put off until tomorrow what you can do today, especially taxpayers.
There it is, kiddo. 2 gun justice. Aren't you glad you came now? Don't it feel good to get out to a movie now and then?
Ask me after I've seen it. Go ahead and get the ticket.
Hey, I don't think I brought enough money with me. Can you let me have a couple of bucks?
How many, please?
2 tickets, sis.
There you are, sir.
Thanks.
Here you are, dearie.
Thanks. There you are, sis.
Thank you. Here's your change, sir.
Thanks. Here's your change, Molly.
Thanks.
Don't put your change away yet. Let's get some popcorn.
Good. Popcorn, sir?
2, sis.
Here you are, sir.
Thanks.
Here you are, miss. Thanks.
Here you are, Molly.
Thanks.
Let's go in and look for some seats. Looks like the picture's already started. Watch the door, kiddo.
Are you sure Kincaid's heading this way, Leo?
He must be. Why do you think the streets are empty? Oh, Utah, leave town for my sake. Before it's too late. He's a killer, Utah.
I can't leave, Leo. I have to face Kincaid or be called coward.
You were in the middle there. Come on, let's go. Oh, I'm sorry. You see him, Molly?
No, it's so dark in here.
Hang on to me. I'll lead you. We're coming through, please. Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me. There's only one seat again.
I wish things could be different, Leo, but I have got a job to do.
Come on, let's get back out of here.
The showdowns are coming, Leo. It's either Kincaid or me.
Excuse me, please.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Excuse me.
Watch your feet, Buster.
Why do you have to come in here? Over here, McGee, on the aisle.
Oh, yes. Well,
I understand you. It's either Kincaid or you.
boy, is this a break. Sure comfortable seats, too. Ah, boy.
Oh, it looks like a good movie. I wish I wasn't so tired, though. I'm going now, but I'll be waiting, you. By the old saloon. Good luck. Here comes Kincaid the Outlaw. This must be the big gun battle coming. I love to watch these westerns walk. Look, they're going towards each other.
Kincaid, free.
He's dead. You killed
you sure, Lil. I aim to make this a law-abiding town. Let's go home.
My goodness, wasn't that exciting, dearie? McGee? He's sound asleep. Dragged me out to a movie. McGee, wake up.
Hey, come up. Well, what happened?
You don't?
Will be a
Take your
Walter
notes.
TK380.
Oh, you mean I slept through the whole thing? Even the cartoon?
You didn't see it, did you?
Oh.
Come on, I'll tell you about it on the way home.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you got to see it anyhow. I knew you needed to get out tonight, catch a good movie, have some fun. At least you had a good time, didn't you?
Fibber and Molly will be right back. Here we are with another great weekend ahead. Perhaps you're planning to be away from home during the next 2 days, or maybe you'll be sticking pretty close to the home ties. But whatever you do, you can rest assured that whenever you want entertainment, it will be as close as your nearest radio when the dial is set to the NBC radio network. Tomorrow and Sunday, NBC will send your way a host of top programs in all fields. There's magnificent drama on several shows starring top actors and actresses from Broadway and Hollywood. The world's finest music as presented by the NBC Symphony Orchestra and other great musical organizations. News to keep you up to date on what's going on in the world, and comedy to provide a necessary chuckle now and then. So remember that wherever you go, there's radio. And a radio tuned to NBC always brings pleasure to the listener. When you're looking for the best and pleasant listening, just set your dial to the station where you hear the familiar 3 NBC chimes. They're your invitation to the finest of all radio programming.
And then what happened, Molly? What happened then?
Well, you see, after the Indians set fire to the covered wagon, and U.S. cavalry came and chased the rustlers across the border,
Yeah?
well, then Utah and Kincaid went for their
Hold
guns.
it, Molly, hold it. Don't tell me anymore. I'll go down there and see it all over again tomorrow night.
That sounds terrific. Yeah, you do that.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, all.
NBC has brought you the Fibber McGee and Molly program transcribed. With Bill Thompson as the old-timer, Robert Easton as Utah, Natalie Masters as Lil, and Ann Whitfield as the popcorn girl. This is John Wald, inviting you to be with us again next Monday night for another visit with Fibber McGee and Molly.
Tomorrow, enjoy Bill Cullen and your road show on the NBC Radio Network.
It's time for Fibber McGee and Molly. Sundays through Thursdays, NBC brings you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Len Levinson and directed by Max Hutto. We'll get into tonight's story in a minute, but first let's listen to this.
Traveling, gardening, painting pictures, hobby shop.
What are you doing, McGee?
I'm making a list of things folks like to do when they retire.
Well, add sitting to that list, will you? That's what you like to do. Anyway, who's retiring?
Well, not me. Not yet. But retirement is something that every man jack of us thinks about from time to time.
Every woman Jill of us, too, McGee. Well, go ahead now. There's more to retiring than just thinking about it.
Retirement, that is really carefree retirement, has to be planned for. And the best way to start is with a Prudential Retirement Income Plan.
And the best time to start is right now while you're earning money. With a Prudential Retirement Income Plan, you can be sure of a monthly income when you reach the age you want to retire at.
And you'll get this regular income, money coming in every month for just as long as you live. Well, Molly, did you want to say something?
Yes, I did. Folks, why don't you call your Prudential agent? He'll tell you how you can see all your retirement dreams come true with a Prudential Retirement Income Plan.
The doorbell rings at 79 Wistful Vista. Inside, a man says,
I wonder who that is.
Could be someone who wants to come in, don't you?
Lex.
Good. Come in.
Can you tell who it is, Molly? From here, it looks like a blue serge elephant.
Hello, Doctor. Come in.
I thought I heard a jackass braying here just now, but... Oh, it's your husband. Hello, Junior.
Hi, Fats. Pull up a chair and park your big fat taxi.
Yes, sit down.
Thanks, I can't stay. I gotta get over to the hospital. Stopped in with some news for you, McGee. Oh? Yep, I'm due to appear at the Southside Community Center in an hour for their annual beauty contest.
Beauty contest?
Yes,
Frankly, George, you haven't got a ghost of a chance. You're too ugly.
Let me finish, will you? I've got this emergency hospital call to take care of, and I can't make it.
You'd never make it anyhow. Beauty contest? You'd be lucky to get a dishonorable mention.
Oh, hush, McGee. Let the doctor finish. Go ahead, Doctor.
I am not supposed to be a contestant.
Oh, I knew.
I was supposed to be one of the judges of the Southside Beauty Contest, and when I called the committee just now to tell them I couldn't, they asked me to get them a substitute.
Oh?
And for some odd reason, I told them I'd see if you could take my place.
Who, me? Well.
A beauty contest, Judge?
I don't know why I mentioned him, Molly. The name just sort of popped out.
And you couldn't have made a better choice.
But you, a judge of beauty?
And why not? I picked you, didn't I?
Oh.
Every now and then, the little man comes up with the right answer, doesn't he?
He did that time, all right.
Well, how about it, Popeyes? You willing?
Doctor, as the guy said when he walked in the police station with his hands up, I'm your man.
Not mine, thank goodness, but the Southside Community Center's. You know how to get there?
I do.
Good. You drive, my dear. Save wear and tear on my eyes. Gotta save my eyes, you know.
There he goes. I hate to do this to the community center, but I gotta be on my way. You sure you want your wife along while you're judging those beauties, McGee?
I sure do. I want to let everybody know I'm strictly impartial, and the fastest way to do that is to show them I already got a beauty of my own.
Oh, McGee.
Show them gals a high standard of pulchritude that they can't never hope to achieve themselves.
Well, you're due there at 3 o'clock, Sonny.
Four-door
Keep an eye
sedan,
on him, Molly.
Colorado, Adam Young Lincoln.
You bet I'll
Henry
keep an
Knight.
eye on you. My husband judging bathing beauties. I don't know about this.
Oh, they won't be bathing, Molly, not when we get there. They're probably all bathed this morning. Oh, you mean they'll be in bathing suits? Yes, I suppose so.
Sure.
Oh, this won't be any different from judging any other contest, kiddo. I've judged competition before.
You have?
Lots of times. Like you take the time I was named judge in the charge of judging fudge at the candy cooking contest in Georgia.
I never heard about that.
I never told you about when me and Peter Mudge got loaded on fudge at the county candy contest at the fair.
You never did.
Well, sit down, baby, and I will.
Better hurry.
You see, Peter Mudge was a small claims judge and the fudgiest judge in the county. They used to say Peter was the town's biggest eater, and boy, could Pete Mudge eat fudge. Him and me.
Mm-hmm.
The fudge contest was a grudge contest because everybody thinks their fudge is best, and the candy counter at the county fair was just one long chocolate nightmare.
Lots of fudge, huh?
Tons of it. We started in judging, me and Judge Mudge, and the fudge we judged tasted mostly like sludge, but me and old Pete kept eating. I couldn't compete with Pete at eating, but when it came to judging, I could see Mudge was fudging because old Pudge Mudge didn't know good fudge from a platter of burnt panucci.
Yeah, he's probably not
No
up to
gourmet,
no good.
huh?
No, just like to eat. He'd give me a nudge, grab a platter of fudge, and he wouldn't budge till the platter was flat. And while I found it drudgery trudging through the fudgery, my fellow fudge judge had
Yeah, they
himself a time.
screw out.
Ate it up, did he?
Yep. And as each platter of fudge got flatter, the judge got fatter till he couldn't hardly budge. And I got judging fudge.
I don't care for it myself. Now run on upstairs and get dressed, Judge, and let's go to that beauty contest.
There's more fun with the McGee shortly. Whenever we think of the American Revolution, we think of the citizen soldier. It was he who won our independence. Well, citizen soldiers of a kind are needed today to preserve our independence. Our country urgently needs civilian plane spotters. Much as we hate to think about it, we face the possibility of a surprise enemy air attack at any time. Right now, the Soviet Air Force has more than 1,000 long-range bombers capable of striking any part of the United States. If we are to survive an attack, we must have warning. To be sure, our radar network is in operation 24 hours a day, but radar has its limitations. We can't rely on radar alone to detect low-flying aircraft, enemy planes below 5,000 feet. The Air Force calls it the dangerous mile. Only civilian plane spotters can guard this dangerous mile, provide adequate warning. The Air Force needs you as a spotter in the Ground Observer Corps. Join now. Call Civil Defense.
We just don't care anymore.
Better hurry, McGee. The contest will be over before we get there.
They're not going to run off the beauty contest till old Judge Mudge or Judge McGee gets there. How do I look, okay?
Turn around. Let me get the soap off your ear. There. You look fine. Now, come on.
I'm coming.
Oh, wait a second.
What's the matter?
I want to make sure this front door is locked.
For 20 years, you've been going back to make sure the front door was locked.
Ready and clear
Sir, and this time it was.
Your plate is showing clear current 625 on a 15 black
Okay.
Nissan.
Feel better now. Let's
Address
go.
to Palo
Finally paid off. You must have had to shake that door 10,000 times to catch it unlocked once.
Well, anyway, I'm glad.
Hey, hello there, Mr. and Miss McGee.
You're welcome.
Glad to see you up and about.
Hello, Lester.
What you mean up and about, Les?
Well, I saw Dr. Gamble come out of your house about 20 minutes ago, shaking his head like a wounded politician.
That's a fine description of old Doc, all right.
Nobody's sick, though, Lester. Dr. Gamble drops in often.
Well, I know he does, but today he looks so glum.
That's on account of because he had to give up a very pleasant duty today, Les, and I got it. Judge of the Southside Beauty Contest.
We're just on our way there now.
Well, I will be jiggered. You gonna pick out bathing beauties, Mr. McGee? I bet that ought to be real interesting.
Yeah.
Me and Sally, we went to Atlantic City on our honeymoon, you know. And what we did, we went to see one of those Miss America contests.
Oh?
I enjoyed it very much, but I don't know. It seemed like Sally didn't care much for it.
Well, different people like different amusements, of course.
Staring at a bunch of
I just took
models
this job on,
fashions.
actually, to help Doc Gamble out.
Yeah,
Of course,
sure
it
you
was
did.
1953.
By golly, you
How
must
bad
kind
could
of
it
know
have
your
been?
stuff to handle a job like that, though.
Never
Gee,
mind.
I didn't know he was
Take
living
that
next door
shit
to an
back.
expert judge of
That
bathing
was fucking
beauty.
Marilyn Monroe
Neither
was
did I,
still
Lester.
alive.
Well, we'd better go, McGee.
As soon as I tell Les my background, kiddo. You see, Les, I got my first experience with bathing beauties when I was in Washington working as a lifeguard for the District of Columbia Athletic Club.
Here we go.
You see, the club was located on the Potomac River, and the currents there got
Hey,
pretty
that's
rugged.
the
So what I
fucking
done
river
was,
that the
I
plane
built them a
crashed
breakwater
in.
for their bathing beach, so the current of the river flowed so gently and serene that even the scaredest bathing beauty could actually go in the water.
Imagine that.
Yeah. That gave the District of Columbia AC the gentlest current on the whole river, and the place got so famous that when Thomas Edison came to Washington, D.C. to
Potomac,
patent
I thought
electricity, he named it
Potomac.
after what I'd done at the District of Columbia Athletic Club.
Named it after?
Don't you understand? It's on account of me today that we got D.C. AC current.
Huh?
Oh, come on, Molly, we're late.
I think that was Nicole.
Leave the car here. Let's hurry. Don't bother to lock it. We're late.
Always making it by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah. Good thing we got thick-skinned teeth, huh?
Straighten your necktie.
Oh, how do I look? Okay. I want to look suave. Kind of casual, but sophisticated. You think I ought to put on a kind of a bored expression on my
No, just don't put a bored expression on anybody else's face either. Open the door, will you?
face? Oh. Oh, we're not very late. I hope they're not.
Hello, are you Mr.
McGee, I'm here to judge the contest.
Yeah, Dr. Gamble's replacement?
Right.
This way. Sorry to rush you, but you're late.
Oh,
That's
dear.
gonna
Have
be
you
for
started
animals.
already?
No, but some of those babes are getting pretty temperamental.
Temperamental. Well, they won't win any prizes that way. All I'm interested in is which one is the prettiest, and anybody starts stamping their feet at me gets disqualified.
That's the way to talk.
You just take me in and show me where to sit, Bud, and let us start strutting past. I'll look them over good, head to toe. If I can't make up my mind, you send them back again.
Oh, no, that shouldn't be necessary, McGee.
Well, I hope not, really. These contests...
Well, I'm going to judge this fair and square. If they have to come past me 40 times, because it may be kind of tough to decide.
Here we are. Right through here.
What the... That rat of Doc Gamble, he didn't tell me it was a baby beauty. Of all the swindlers, that big backstabber.
No.
We'll say goodnight. tonight with Mr. Molly in a moment. All of us encounter problems in our everyday living. Dr. Norman Vincent Steele, famous author of The Power of Positive Thinking, heard each weekday morning on NBC, discusses the problems set him by his listeners. Letters come from all over the world. And if you listen, you find that these problems are very human and very real. Whether your problem is spiritual or personal, or whether you have no problems at all. You'll enjoy these informal visits with a great man, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, heard each weekday morning on NBC Radio. Also on NBC Radio, you'll hear charming Mary Margaret McBride as she chats with you about things formal and informal, from pressing world events to hints on how to make your household tasks a bit easier. From time to time, Mary Margaret invites famous people to come and talk to her. Soon has them sounding like neighbors you've known for a long time. So be sure to hear Dr. Norman Vincent Peale and Mary Margaret McBride weekday mornings on NBC.
I could have got killed in this.
No matter which one of those babies you selected, 99 other mothers would have swarmed all over you. I think you handled the situation perfectly.
Well, I could handle it. Told them their babies were all so beautiful I couldn't make a choice, so they're going to have the contest next week and let Doc Gamble judge it.
Serves the doctor right.
Yeah. Good night.
Good night, all.
Fibber McGee and Molly is an NBC Radio Network production transcribed, with Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Gamble and Robert Easton as Les. The contest official was Herb Vikram. Well, tomorrow, Mr. McGee shoulders his civic responsibility when he's appointed to the Committee for Noise Abatement Week by the mayor. Don't miss it. And before we say goodnight, we'd all like to extend our hearty congratulations to station WFOR, Mississippi's oldest radio station in Hattiesburg, which celebrates its 30th anniversary tomorrow. Best wishes to Chuck Wright, Jr. and his staff. Good night.
Join the Great Gildersleeve for more fun in Summerfield tonight on the NBC Radio Network.
Fibber McGee and Molly. The Johnson Wax Program. Presenting Marion and Jim Jordan as Fibber McGee and Molly. Ted Weems and his orchestra open the show with Good Night, My Lucky Day. Before we go on with the show, I want to remind you that now is the time to make your floors and linoleum beautiful as new with Johnson's Glow Coat. Until you've actually tried this remarkable no-rubbing floor polish, you can't possibly know how easy it is to apply. You merely spread Glow Coat lightly over the linoleum or floor with a soft cloth or the special Glow Coat applier. You don't have to bear down or rub it in. Glow Coat dries in 20 minutes to a beautiful polish that sheds dirt and dust and saves you hours of cleaning time. No matter how dull and dingy your linoleum looks now, Glow Coat will quickly change it to a bright, shining surface that everyone will admire. Ask your dealer tomorrow for Johnson's self-polishing Glow Coat, made by the makers of Johnson's Wax. a long time now, Fibber has promised Molly he'd put up a new shelf in the china cabinet. Today, stalling for time, he said he had to get some supplies from the hardware store. So here, just about to enter the Wistful Vista hardware store, 14th and Oak Street, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
Go on in, McGee. I want that shelf put up today.
Okay. Oh, hi, Bud. Hey, ain't you the hardware guy?
Well, yes, I am. Oh, hello, Mr. McGee.
Well, what are you locking the door for? Is it the holiday?
Well, no, but I got a rush call from the opera house, and there's nobody to take care of the shop.
What's wrong with the opera house, Bud?
Well, the baritone drank some ice water and froze his pipe.
Oh. Well, listen, Bud, I'm an old hardware man. I'll look after things while you're gone. I don't want you to lose any money.
Well, do you really know the hardware business?
No. He thinks a crowbar is a saloon for birds.
Don't pay any attention to her, Bud. I used to run the McGee Hardware Company down in Phoenix. The McGee Hardware Company, makers of bolts to the world and nuts to everybody. Yes, sir. Faucet Picture McGee, they called me in them days. Faucet Picture McGee, foremost fish hook fancy and flush valve finagler, featuring finest frying pan, sliced waters, and salt spirits from Phoenix to Florida.
Well, here, take the key.
Don't hurry back, mister. Enjoy life while there's time.
Come along, Bud. I'll handle things okay. Come on. Are we in?
Look at all the...
Get that call, Molly, while I hang up my coat.
Hello? Yes, Wistful Vista Hardware Company. Yep. What's that? Just a minute. McGee. It's Mrs. Bitterjaw. Her bathtub is running over.
Okay, we'll wait for it.
Hello? We'll wait for it and send it back. McGee. Hello? Oh, well, that's a fine start.
Oh, this stuff is going to be dusty, Molly, for an old hardware man.
The Uncle Dennis used to be a hardware man, too.
Do tell.
Later, he had a seat on the stock exchange.
Last time I saw him, he had a seat on the curb. I think he was dabbling in gutter comics.
Say, the Uncle Dennis was a smart man, even if he did have reverses.
Reverses? Just that guy was so backward, he had to shave in the rearview mirror.
Oh.
Hello. What have you got to keep the screen door from slamming?
Front door or back door?
Back door.
Well, use the front door.
Thanks.
Say, McGee, you're catching on to the hardware business pretty quick.
Well, I always say. Oh, hi, Phil.
Hello, Sylvia.
Now, you're just in time, Phil. Now, I want you to help me with some work here. Now, wait a minute, and I'll tell you what to do.
Well, never mind, please, sir. I know what I gotta do.
Well, what's that, Silly?
I gotta go help my gal Rosebud Jackson. She moving today.
Oh, moving, huh?
What's the matter, Phil? What's she moving for?
Well, she done got elected, please.
Elected to what? What's she running for?
Well, she ain't running, ma'am. She just barely moving.
Now, wait a minute here, Phil. That don't make sense.
Yes, sir. That's what I tried to tell the old deputy, please, sir. But he said
Deputy?
that...
What deputy?
The deputy what come to elect Rosebud. He was a real uppity deputy.
Oh, listen, Phil, I think you mean Rosebud was ejected.
Yes, sir, what I say.
Why, you said elected.
Yes, ma'am, that's what she is. Elected right out on the street.
Oh. Well, what's she going to do now, Phil?
Well, she gonna move in with my mammy and us folks.
Uh-oh.
What?
I say, uh-oh.
That's funny, Miss McGee. That's just what my mammy does say, only louder. Goodbye, boss.
Go on, Phil. Yeah, that gal's going to marry him in spite of everything. Good thing we took charge of a lot of this. Hello? Hello? Yes? Huh? An elbow joint? I guess you want Pete Beelman's Tavern down the street. A big sign for a nickel. Well, sir, Molly, I'll never forget the time I was down.
That haughty Mrs. Upton and her chauffeur.
Hi there, sis. What can I do for you? How about a nice pair of hip boots?
Hip boots?
Okay. How about a couple of double strength brushless bear tracks?
Why, certainly not. I can't bear.
Oh. You can't bear bear.
1227, copy.
Ever try to ape a ape, sis?
Blackmail.
McGee,
Colorado.
that's the lady talk.
What was it you wanted, ma'am?
I am Mrs. J. Uppingham Upton, president of the Wistful Vista Ladies Wednesday
Hassan,
afternoon Shakespeare and
Henry, Adam,
How about a nice
Henry,
alarm clock?
Edward, Tom,
Meeting.
Joseph, Anthony, Thomas, date of birth, 8/23/2001,
I wish to leave my piano bench to be repaired.
Oh, what's the matter with it, sis?
It wobbles.
It what?
It wobbles. Oh, it's most embarrassing. Why, just this afternoon, I started to play Drink Me Only with Thine Eyes, and the piano bench wobbled so, I found myself playing Shake That Thing.
Piano bench has got to be fixed, but all it needs to be done is just have the legs sawed off even. You come back in a little while, and we'll have it ready for you.
Oh, very well. Thank you.
Oh, you There's nothing worse than a piano bench that wobbles.
Oh, never mind that. Get busy and saw that leg even with the other.
Okay.
Saw it off nice and evenly.
Okay.
Oh, how do you do, I'm sure. What can we do for you?
Have you got any bathroom scales? Got scales, Bud, but none of them big enough to weigh a bathroom on. Oh, gee.
He must be selling his house room by room. There's certainly some odd people come in for hardware.
And it's odd what hardware your floors and linoleum come in for. But Johnson's self-polishing glow coat will protect your
protection order.
What does he want?
And he
I want to buy a
has
shotgun.
information
Got any?
client
They're right
for
over
vegetarian
there.
living.
I see him. Here's a beauty, Harpo. Double barrel, too. Gee. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir, nice
I want to see how she aims.
All right, here.
It's a big case, McGee.
Say, you better be careful there, Fibber. You're liable to hurt somebody.
Yes, I didn't know it was loaded.
Well, then why did you fire the other barrel?
I didn't know that was loaded either.
Oh. What did you want the shotgun for, Mr. Wilcox? Moose, mice, mallards, or murder?
Hunting. Just hunting. I love to hunt. It clears the cobwebs out of my brain.
It what, Harpo?
I say it clears the cobwebs out of my brain.
Oh, you don't need a shotgun for that. What you want is a vacuum cleaner.
Oh, is that so? All right, all right. I won't tell you what I was going to do.
Oh, come on, Mr. Wilcox.
What was it, Harpo?
Why, sure, McGee didn't.
No.
Well, all right then. I was just going to tell you that Ted Weems is going to play Moonlight and Shadow, and Perry Como's going to sing. Now, aren't you glad you made up with me?
What are you looking for, McGee?
More shotgun shells.
Well, so long, folks. Moonlight and shadow, and you in my arms, and the melody in the bamboo tree, my sweet. Even in shadow, I feel no alarm, while you hold me tight in the jungle, my sweet. Close to my heart, you always will be. Never, never, never part from me. Moonlight and shadows, and you in my arms. I belong to you. You belong to me, my sweet. Now, back to the hardware store, where Fibber is still trying to even up the legs on Mrs. Upton's piano bench.
That ought to be okay now.
No, still uneven. You got the one leg too short now.
Cost 13 short, cost 27 on the tip.
Have to saw the other three all
Yep.
even with it, I guess. Hey there. Take it easy there, Grandma.
Skippy, I know what I'm doing. Get over this way. Watch me cut my figure eight.
For that showcase there. Well, did you cut your figure eight?
No, I cut my figure, period. Was prepared second-hand skate.
Two bits.
So, how much is the coaster wagon?
Coaster wagon, $5.
Here you are. Take it. Hold
Okay.
it over there, lady.
That old war horse. And did you get a load of the makeup?
Sure. We should have sold her a can of paint remover. Well, how's the bench now?
Well, I guess I sawed them other three legs off too much this time.
Well, saw the first block or more.
Okay.
How long, Babushka? How long, Savannah?
Not second full party.
What's on your mind,
Upper
Buster?
front.
Wanting
Process. Do you have any MPOs?
Oh,
Potential
Callahan, you come to the wrong reservation, Bud. Try the barber shop 3 doors down the street.
Oh, no, Savannah. I mean, golfing.
Negative is MCPH investigation.
S-A-O-L-U-B-and-G.
Yep.
Golfing. I'm a golfer.
Oh, he's a sculptor, McGee.
Oh, I get it. He makes statues and stuff.
He makes faces and busts.
Dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's pretty old stuff there, Molly.
Golfing is old stuff, too, Savannah. Have you got some sharp chisels?
What for?
I am sculpting statues of Mad Applefoot. But all chisels are wearing out too quick. What is wrong with your style?
Well, there's nothing wrong with any tools you get in here, Bud.
I think the trouble is in making a statue of the mayor.
Sure. Everybody knows you can't chisel a politician. Catch on, Bud? Yeah.
Da, 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 da.
Yeah, that's it. Sawed that leg off 3 times now, and it's still too short.
Well, saw the other legs down even again. And hurry up. That sawing is getting on my nerves.
Okay. Turn on one of them radios, Molly. Might as well enjoy ourselves.
Okay.
Hey, Molly. Turn this thing on. Gee whiz, I can't keep up with that music.
McGee, hurry up with that piano bit. You know how that misses ups and is. Aren't you getting those legs awfully short?
I don't know. What's the difference if they're even? Who's that, Mrs. Upton?
No, it's a little girl.
Oh, yes. I couldn't see you. Oh, hi, sis.
Hi.
What can I do for you?
Hmm?
I said, whatever you want, make it snappy. I'm busy.
What doing?
Oh, well, if you gotta know, I'm evening up the legs on this piano bench.
Is it good?
Good what?
Good evening.
Good evening. Nice weather. Dad Braddock says if you don't want something, beat it. I gotta finish this job.
Why?
Well, because it's neat, that's why. Ain't that reason enough?
Enough for what?
Enough for evening up the legs on this bench. Listen, sis, I'm a busy man. Now, for the last time, what was it you wanted?
I want to show you something about you. You see that man out there in the white coat? You see him?
Why, sure, I see.
Why, that's the man who sells the ice cream bars, Miggy.
What about him, sis?
Don't you know?
No, I don't, I'm afraid.
He sells them for nickels.
Well, what of it?
Hmm?
I says, what of it? How does that affect me?
Well, if it affects you like it affects me, we'll each have one of those.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I get it. It's blackmail, but I'll pay. Here's a nickel, and don't bother me any more today, see?
Okay. He won't be here again today anyway, I bet you. Thanks, mister.
Everybody seems to take me either for a clinker in the furnace or a busted garter.
Why?
Well, I'm always being shaken down. That kid sticking me for a nickel is what floored me.
Next time you're floored, try Johnson's Quick Drying Glow Coat. It shines as it dries.
Harpo. You back again?
What can we do for you, Mr. Wilcox?
Let me see your nails.
Oh, no, they look terrible after working a violin
Oh,
there.
no. Not your nails, just nails. What do you use for shingles?
Hot compresses and stay in bed until the doctor tells you.
No, wait a minute. I just want some nails, shingle nails.
Oh.
And yes, I also want a pint of shellac.
Shellac, you got a prescription?
Since when did you have to have a prescription for shellac?
Well, you don't really, but I think it sounds more professional.
What else, Mr. Wilcox?
Oh, yeah, I want a small plane.
Land plane or seaplane?
Oh, just a plane.
I'll bet you wouldn't fly it if you had.
No, I mean...
Let's see your pilot's license.
I haven't got a pilot's license.
Well, then,
What's more,
how do you expect to fly a plane?
I tell you, I don't expect to fly a plane.
Oh, scared, huh?
No, I'm not scared. Look, I don't mean airplanes. I mean a plane that you plane wood with. Get it? You know, you push it along and it shaves the wood down.
What are you using it for?
I'm fixing some bookcases.
How long you had them?
Well, 2 years.
Only 2 years old, and you want to shave them already.
Say, listen.
You got a saw?
Have I got a saw? What?
I think you ought to have a saw. We got a swell saw here.
Listen, if I wanted to see a saw, I'd have said so. See? I mean, oh, what's the use?
Well, I guess that'll take care of Mr. Wilcox's little boy for a while. Here.
Good day to you, my hard-working little hard-wearer.
Oh, how do you do, I'm sure.
What's on your mind, Bud?
Ah, yes. Tell me, Swizzlestick, you make car keys?
You betcha, Bud. Did you lose yours?
No, I believe I left them in my limousine when I parked it.
Oh, I think he's very funny.
Who, Molly?
Park your car keys.
Very amusing, yes, very. But it's just Greek to me, yes. Now about the car keys, my boy.
Oh, yeah.
It is imperative, yes, quite imperative, that I drive to the governor's mansion immediately. Must get into my car some way.
Well, help the man, McGee.
Yeah, you betcha, Bud. Where is the car?
In close juxtaposition to your emporium, I believe.
Oh. Well, go and get it and drive it up in front of the store here.
Oh, he means that's where it is, Ignorant.
Oh. Well, come on along, Bud. I'll have you into your car.
There we are, my boy. You can see the keys in the ignition. Careless of me, careless.
Well, don't worry about it, Bud. All we have to do is bust the window.
Little drastic, doesn't it?
Or if it was a right-hand drive car, we'd have busted the window on this side like this. You can do it either way. Say, what's your hurry?
Just happened to remember an appointment. Here's a $5 bill for your trouble, my boy.
What do you mean, a $5 bill? Why, this is just an old cigarette coupon.
Imagine that. And I bought a new suit with 10 of those this morning. Must be getting absent-minded, yes. Well, call me someday, my boy, and we'll have lunch.
Fine. Where?
Oh, anywhere. It's the company, not the place.
Sure.
Yes. Let's make that definite. Shall we make it definite?
Okay.
Fine. Real pleasure knowing you. Beautiful car. Wonder who owns it. Well, good day to you, my boy.
Better make a note of that.
Well, McGee, did he get his car all right?
You betcha. Nice guy, too, Molly. We're going to have lunch together sometime. Someplace. Whoever he is.
Well, how'd you know it was his car?
Well, he seems, that is... Why, Chuck seems...
How'd you get his car opened up?
Oh, I just busted the window with this hammer. Why, that rat swiped my hammer.
That was Ted Weems playing and Elmo Tanner whistling Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. And now, there's something I've been wanting to tell you. Hello, girl.
Hi, Mr. Wilcox. What you doing?
Why, I'm making an announcement about Johnson's self-polishing glow coat.
Who?
I say, this is a glow coat announcement.
Loco? I can spell the basic.
Huh. All right, let's hear you spell it.
Yes, I-T-O. Bye, Mr. Wilcox.
Goodbye. well, whether you spell it I-T or D-L-O-C-O-A-T, glow coat is it. One of the finest no-rubbing floor polishes you've ever used. Just apply and let dry. And in 20 minutes, you will have bright, shining floors and linoleum. Very easy to keep clean. Floors that everyone will admire. And you won't have to do any rubbing or buffing. For glow coat is self-polishing. I'm sure it's unnecessary to remind you that you save money when you order glow coat in the larger size. Now back to the Wistful Vista hardware store, where Fibber is still laboring valiantly, sweeping up those legs on Mrs. Upton's piano stand. But look, before we go into the store, look at that beautiful window display of Johnson's logos and no rubbing polish at Paul. And now into the hardware store with Fibber and Molly.
What?
You're getting those legs pretty short, McGee. You help, Molly. You want them evened up, didn't you? Won't wobble when I get through. There. Now it ought to be okay. Now you've got that one leg too short again. Well. Say, this is a real busy place, isn't it, McGee? I wonder what the owner would have said now.
Hello. You got a mouse trap?
Sure, you got a mouse?
No, but I know where I can get one.
Okay, I think we can work something out.
Okay, fine.
Say, I'd like to have gone over that again. Somehow it didn't seem very sensible to me. I think he's the one that had that singing mouse on the radio. Say, tell me, is it true they're feeding that mouse nothing but Swiss cheese so it'll learn the old? Oh, well, they tried Swiss cheese. Got those the mouse wouldn't sing half note, only whole note. Oh? What? How flies? Oh, flies is pretty mean. How's these? What? Oh, house flies. I thought you said house flies. What? Fly papers? 3 cents a sheet today. Sure, it's cheap, but we had a shutdown strike, and this is some we got stuck with. You betcha, we'll send it right up. Heavenly days. Aren't you through with that leg sawing yet? No, won't be long now, though. Neither will Mrs. Upton's legs on the bench. No, she won't throw a fit when she comes. All right. Hi, Upton. I just finished the piano bench. It's solid as a rock now. Who do I make the slip out to?
Oh, in my name.
Hadn't come over here in a while.
Okay.
He ain't gotten dead lately because of navel. Thought you were gonna let Bud in.
Here you are.
Very well, I just... Is that it?
Why? What did it... Why, sure that's it.
Why, where are the legs?
They're under there. I did have to saw them off pretty short. They didn't...
Pretty short? Why, the seat is practically on the floor.
Well,
why, how do you expect anybody to play the piano sitting on the floor?
Well,
what do you expect to do about it? Come, my man, speak up.
Put the piano legs off.
That is right. Oh, I got it, Sid.
Oh, yes?
You run home and bring the piano back here, and we'll saw the legs off that, too. Hey, Molly, did you hear Snoop, Nagel, and Bud last night?
Oh, yes, and I thought they were swell. When they did that, hey, that noise, Mickey.
Oh, that's 5 million people filing their income tax. Good night.
Good night, Doc.
This is Harlow Wilcox speaking for the makers of Johnson's Wax and inviting you all to join us again next week at this same time. Until then, good night.
This is the Red Network program of the National Broadcasting Company. WMAQ, Chicago. Fibber McGee and Molly will appear in person at all performances at the Tivoli Theater, Michigan City, Indiana, tomorrow, March 16th.
It's time for Fibber McGee and Molly. Sundays through Thursdays, NBC brings you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. The other day, an interesting discussion evolved at 79 Wistful Vista. Like this.
Keep off the grass, watch out for children, no left turn, proceed with caution.
Playing policeman, McGee?
No, I'm counting up the signs I saw on my way downtown today. Between here and the Third National Bank, there must be 30 different signs telling you what to do and when to do it.
Well, my favorite one is on the bus. In case of an emergency, break the glass and pull the handle.
Wouldn't life be great stuff, Molly, if every time we had a problem hanging around, a little sign popped up telling us how to handle it?
Well, I can think of some problems that a little planning ahead would take care of almost that easily. Like the one a mother faces if Dad dies unexpectedly while the youngsters are still growing up. That's when a Prudential Family Income Plan steps right in and gives her the help she needs when she needs it most.
It's a good plan, all right. And it doesn't cost too much either because it provides that extra protection only during the years the children are growing up.
This Family Income Plan of Prudential's provides the money you'd need for food, clothing, shelter, and school.
The man that has the complete story on this Family Income Plan is your Prudential agent. Why don't you ask him to drop around and tell it to you?
And now, if we hurry to 79 Wistful Vista, we'll get there just as the doorbell rings.
Oh, I hope this isn't anybody to bother McGee. He's working so hard. Come in. Oh, Dr. Gamble, do come in.
Well, how are you, my dear? And where's the little man of the house?
Oh, fine, thank you. And he's in the den, busy as a beaver. Been in there all morning working on his speech.
Good for him. If anybody's speech needs working on, it's his. That rickety rhetoric he rattles off.
No, Doctor.
Huh?
I mean the speech he's going to deliver tomorrow night at the Civil Defense meeting, high school auditorium. And seriously, Doctor, please be there and tell all your friends. This is so important to McGee.
Now, wait a minute. You mean the dedication speech for the new air raid siren?
Yes.
I thought the school principal, Harry Willoughby, was supposed to be the one that delivered.
Well, he was, Doctor, but I went down to the Civil Defense people, and I talked them into letting McGee do it.
Oh, you're a mighty fine, loyal wife.
Well, my goodness, Mr. Willoughby gets all the honors.
True, he does.
Let them give somebody else some glory. After all, McGee went through plenty during the last war. He was block warden, you know.
I know.
And don't think that was easy. 4 years. 4 years, mind you, people banging on our door at all hours of the day and night yelling, "Hey, I got a problem. Is the blockhead in?" And then running away laughing like nobody had been there just 5 minutes before with the same corny gag.
I remember it all very well. I treated at least 5 or 6 of those jokers for bruises and contusions after McGee caught them at the corner.
Good.
I treated McGee once or twice, too, when he caught jokers bigger than he was.
Oh. Well, he did work hard all through the war, though, Doctor, and I just decided it was about time he got a little recognition.
And Willoughby's probably glad to get out of it anyhow. He must have made 1,000 speeches.
That's what the committee said. Said they'd explain things to him, and they were sure he wouldn't mind. After all, he still has the honor of accepting the siren for the school, and he's going to have the fun of turning it on and off for the practice drills, so... Shh, here comes McGee. I don't want him to know that I had anything to do with the committee choosing him, so... Hello, dearie. How's the speech coming?
Hmm?
The speech. How are you getting along with the speech?
Oh, that. I haven't started writing the speech yet. Still working on the note.
Note?
Yeah, to Willoughby. To cool him off. You know, keep him from getting sore. I want to explain that the committee thought it over and decided to pick a more worthy incipient of the honor, me, and I had nothing to do with them doing it. They just done it.
Well, I guess you could say that.
Huh? Hi, if that's so. I didn't see you standing there.
Mm-hmm.
And how that happened, I'll never know. I guess I'm more worried about making an enemy of Willoughby than I thought.
I know what you mean. Harry Willoughby is the head man at the Elks, Molly, and if he decided to make it tough on McGee, he can do it. He could even have your pool cue revoked, you know, Sonny.
Oh, he wouldn't do anything like that. I mean, he's such a nice, quiet, refined type of man.
And that's the worst kind. When them quiet, refined guys blow up, boy...
Oh, don't give it a thought. The committee promised me... I'm sure Mr. Willoughby...
The committee? What's this about the committee?
Oh, committee? What?
They just called while you were busy in the den, just before you came out.
Well, what'd they want?
Want?
Yeah.
Well, Molly talked to them. What do they want, my dear?
Oh, my turn again, huh? Yeah. Well, they just called to remind you of the time of the meeting tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
And they said to be sure to be there. On time, yes, that's it. Oh, and not to worry about Mr. Willoughby. That's what they said, yes. They'll explain things, and he won't mind a bit.
That's right, McGee. And they said that
Never mind, I can take it from here, Doctor.
Okay.
They said, once we remind Mr. Willoughby of Mr. McGee's fine war record as block warden, getting up at all hours of the night, going out into the inky blackness of the unknown, alone, unafraid, he'll understand, they said, for here in McGee we have found a man truly worthy of this honor.
Hooray!
Oh, stop it, Doctor.
Okay.
Now, McGee, you stop worrying about Mr. Willoughby and get to work on that speech. Because you know how long it takes you to spell those hard words you put in your speeches, and you've only got till tomorrow night to...
There's more fun with the McGees shortly. Until recent years, misconceptions prompted many to feel that a diagnosis of heart disease was a death sentence. But today, thanks to medical science and the educational work of the Heart Association, we're learning that most people with heart disease can work and lead happy lives. But the real answer to heart disease lies in heart research and community heart programs, which can be expanded through your continued support of the Heart Fund. The eventual control of heart diseases through the development of new methods of prevention and cure is the goal of the American Heart Association. The month of February is Heart Month, a time when you are asked to support vitally needed research in the cause and prevention of heart diseases. Just how important this campaign is can be quickly recognized when you consider that this number one health menace accounted for 800,000 deaths last year, more than all other causes combined, including accidents. Remember to give to your local heart association. Help your heart fund help your heart.
Yes, Mabel, tomorrow night at the high school auditorium. He's working on his speech now. And
Molly!
I'll have to go, Mabel. He's yelling for something again. Probably has his pencil over his ear and doesn't know which ear. Yeah, I'll talk to you later.
Molly, where are you?
In the living room. What do you need now?
Oh, never mind. I found it.
Well, thank goodness. I'll be glad when he gets finished. All day long it's been, where's the pencil sharpener? You got an eraser? How do you spell siren? You know, the air raid kind, not the kind of siren that winks at you and says, "Hi, baby, how about us going out on the town tonight?"
Love to, daughter, but I'm already spooked for.
Good heavens, Mr. Oldtimer.
Oh, that's me, daughter. The Gregory Peck of the rocking chair set. Just cutting through the alley and thought I'd look in. You practicing for a play?
No, it's McGee's speech. He's making a speech at the Civil Defense meeting tomorrow night.
Speech? At the defense meeting? thought I read where Harry Willoughby was supposed to make the
Well,
speech.
he was, but after the committee thought it over, McGee's fine record as air raid warden and all, they changed their minds and switched the honor to him. I was the one.
Hey, Molly, you think I ought to start off by saying fellow defenders of this great nation are just high, old-timer?
Hello there, Johnny. Just talking to daughter here. Tells me you're going to make the big speech at the air raid meeting tomorrow night instead of Willoughby.
Yep. I was chose for the honor on account of a cause.
I hope it turns out all right, son. I bet Willoughby is mad enough to bust.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about old Willoughby, too. Of course, I didn't do anything. The committee itself decided to change their mind and pick me, but he probably blames me for the whole...
McGee, don't give it a thought. I'm sure Mr. Willoughby is delighted. He realizes you deserve the honor, and he's probably very happy for you.
Boy, he can sure make trouble for me if he wants to.
Sure can.
Mr. Willoughby isn't like that, McGee. You know that. He's quiet and refined, a perfect gentleman.
No, them's the worst kind, daughter.
Ah!
Reminds me of a thing like this that happened to Papa one time, kids, when they laid the cornerstone for the county courthouse.
Yeah?
The mayor was supposed to make the speech. Had it all wrote out. Rented a top hat and everything. But Papa got to the committee and aced the mayor out of it. When the big day rolled around, Papa made the speech.
He did, huh? Was the mayor sore? What happened? Did the mayor get sore? How'd he act, the mayor?
He acted like he was very happy for him, Johnny.
Yeah?
Shook Papa's hand, slapped him on the back, and gave him a great big smile.
You see there?
Kept smiling at Papa all the time. But he smiled with his teeth shut, like this.
Uh-oh.
Yes, sir. He introduced Papa to the crowd, helped him up on the speaker's platform, smiled once more, like this, and stepped down. Then he poured a can of gasoline on the floor and set fire to the platform. Lit a fuse and blew up the courthouse, dynamited the dam and flooded the south end of town, saw the railroad bridge in two, poisoned the water supply and run off and joined the Foreign Legion.
My gosh. All because he didn't get to make the speech.
Oh, that's the silliest.
I don't know. I don't think Willoughby is the kind of a guy that would join the Foreign Legion, though.
Well, it's them quiet, gentlemanly type fellas you gotta watch, son. I wouldn't be surprised if right now that feller is planning some kind of a thing to...
I'll get it. Come in. Mr. Willoughby, come in. Do come in. This is indeed an honor. Dearie, take Mr. Willoughby's coat.
No, thanks, McGee.
He's trying to be friendly, Molly. It's just like I've
I'll only have a minute.
Yeah.
I just stopped by to wish you luck on your speech tomorrow, McGee. I had mine all prepared when the change came through, but, well, those things happen, and I'm so glad to see the honor go to one of our finer citizens.
Oh? Well, that's so nice of you.
The committee told me of your husband's wonderful work as block warden in this area during the last war, Mrs. McGee, and I'm proud to step aside for a brother-in-arms in this civil defense work of ours. My hand, McGee.
Dearie, take his hand.
Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks a lot, Willoughby.
Well, I must run along. See you tomorrow night at the dedication. Good luck, McGee. Goodbye.
Bye, Mr. Willoughby.
So long, Willie.
Now, there you are, McGee. A perfect gentleman. He couldn't have been nicer.
Yeah, what'd I tell you? Mad as a wet hen.
What?
Trying to hide it under a pleasant interior, but he ain't fooling me.
Oh, Why, the man was as sweet as could be.
Yep, you better watch him, Johnny.
Did you see how he smiled, Molly? Through his teeth, like this. He's got something up his sleeve.
Oh, he was.
Just the way that mayor smiled at Papa when he set fire to the platform, blew up the courthouse, dynamited the dam, poisoned the water supply, joined the Foreign Legion.
Shut up.
We'll say goodnight to Fibber and Molly in a moment. This is John Wald, hoping your Sunday has been a relaxing and enjoyable one, and with a suggestion for the busy week just ahead. Why not cheer those tiring workday hours along by staying in tune with NBC's daytime lineup? In the morning, for example, you'll hear Mary Margaret McBride, your favorite woman commentator for many years, as she brings you items of interest on a wide range of fascinating subjects, from world affairs to household hints. It's a Monday through Saturday NBC feature that combines entertainment and information in the refreshing, informal Mary Margaret McBride manner. And among the other morning favorites, there's the famous author of The Power of Positive Thinking, Dr. Norman Vincent Peale, who brings to listeners his expert guidance on spiritual and personal problems important to all of us. Then in the afternoon, dramatic entertainment with your longtime friends like Just Plain Bill, Stella Dallas, and young Widder Brown. And for afternoon laughs, the delightful new NBC serial, Hotel for Pets. Yes, tomorrow and every weekday, it's the best in listening here on NBC.
Hello, what? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, goodbye.
Who was that?
The old-timer. He said Willoughby just went in the gasoline station. He couldn't hear the conversation, but he'll follow him when he comes out.
What?
I tell you, Molly, you can scoff if you wanna, but that guy's up to something. He's got me worried. You wait and see what happens tomorrow night.
I guess I'll have to.
Yeah, we all will, won't we?
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Fibber McGee and Molly is an NBC Radio Network production transcribed, with Bill Thompson as the old-timer, Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Gamble, and Charlie Seal as Mr. Willoughby. Well, what trick do you suppose that rat Willoughby will pull? This is John Wald advising you to tune in and see. Good night.
Join the Great Gildersleeve for more fun in Summerfield tonight on the NBC Radio Network.
Makers of Johnson's Auto Wax present a new show featuring Rico Marcelli's orchestra, Kathleen Wells, those two harmoniacs, Browning and Brand, and starring that ambulating Ananias, that humbug of the highways, that meretricious motorist, Fibber McGee, with his constant companion and severest critic, Molly. Well, what are you doing, Fibber? Will you stop rattling that script in this microphone?
This ain't a script. It's a road map.
A road map?
Yes. You see, this here map shows Route 42 and Route 16. Molly wants us to take Route 42, but I claim that 16 is more smoother, more straighter, more faster, more... McGee, I'm back here. I guess you take 42.
Well, 42 or Route 16. Marcelli and his men find it all smooth sailing when assisted by those surf-riding surfs from the surface station just off Van Bright Street. We're gonna have sailing like ships at sea will merrily breeze along. We're bound to have sailing when the breeze may blow, we'll merrily roll along. Never mind about the weather, let it rain or let it shine. In time, we're together, it's all through the time. Sailing on a happy tide, we'll merrily ride along. And now we find Fibber and Molly McGee ducking down Route 42.
you hear that? You mean that number 3 cylinder? I know. I told that fellow back there to adjust the plug to the thickness of a dime, but he must use 2 nickels. I mind the time. I don't mean a nickel and I don't mean a dime. I mean a copper, huh? Listen, will you? You will go through a red light, will you, McGee? Yep, I tell you that light wasn't lit, Molly. Yes, and my number 2 was the color, but he's no heart. Here it is, McGee, and I didn't even have time to hang out the Notre Dame pennant. Don't worry, Molly. I'll handle this. There. Good evening, Sergeant. Nice cool evening, ain't it?
Yeah. But it'll be warmer any minute. Or maybe the cooler for you. Now, what's the idea of passing the red light back there?
Well,
what's your name? What's your license number? Where you going? Where's your city sticker? What's the idea,
Answer them one at a time, McGee, starting with the red light. Remember? Listen, officer. Don't get split. My name's McGee, and I'm president of the IPCIOPUS&T, Local 82, which means the International Tourist Camp Inspectors of the United States and Canada. I know some pretty big men around here.
Judge is 6'3". Now follow me and no bunkie business, yeah?
My. It's awful hot driving in July, ain't it, McGee? July? This here's April. Sure. In the 90 days, it'll be July. Oh, no. Oh, Molly, ain't that serious? I tell you, that red light wasn't lit, and I'll plead this case till the cows come home. Listen well to the judge's gavel, McGee. It's the only knock that ain't a boost.
Silence in the court. Officer, what's the man charged with? Passing up a red light at the junction, Your Honor. Don't make any difference, Your Honor. That light ain't working right. But it's a red light, and he should have stopped it. That light ought to be fixed, sport.
Sport, is it? That me white, sweet Irish wives on a guy named Sport.
Quiet, madam. What's your name, defendant?
McGee. Fibber McGee, Your Honor. One of the old Nebraska McGees. One of the oldest and most respectable...
All right, never mind. I realize that it's difficult to see that light at the junction. Nevertheless, we must impose caution on all motorists. And it is obvious that it is a red light, lit or not. Now, what have you to say, McGraw?
McGee says. And I got this here to say. I'm a law-abiding citizen, and that there red light wasn't lit. If it had been lit, I'd have known it was a red light. But a red light that ain't lit ain't a red light. On account of because a light that ain't lit ain't a light. And if it's got to be lit to be a red light that ain't lit, then it ain't a red light. If a red light is the kind of a light ought to be, it'd be a lit light, not a dead light. A dead red light ain't no more a red light than a lit light is a dead light. And I claims that any time my headlight sees a dead light, red light, or no red light, and I ride right by the light, I'm in my right. Come on, Molly.
Well. Well, Fibber, what are you doing back here? The last time I saw you, you were before a justice of the peace.
Yeah, but you see, me and Molly decided there wasn't no justice. So we're going to sing a piece. No rattler could whip her, no python could nip her, for she was the last word in class. Sweet Flossie Farmer, the lovely snake charmer who fell for a snake in the grass. She shunned all the geezers on the flying trapezes and let all the acrobats pass. Ah, but sweet Flossie Farmer, the lovely snake charmer went boom for a snake in the grass. Take it away, Molly. He didn't care for his wife, not the He didn't care for his hip, no matter what you get They flittered and fluttered at each word he uttered. The scoundrel had plenty of brag. But when they started kissing, the snake started hissing. For he was a snake in the grass. No boa constrictor had slapped her or kicked her. She had them all doped up with gas. But sweet Lofty Farmer, the lovely snake charmer, was doped by a snake in the grass. Why, even the dwarfs and the giants cried out their defiance. They saw through her lover like glass. They did that. Ah, but sweet Lofty Farmer, the lovely snake charmer was nursed for a snake in the grass. Tear into it, Molly.
He didn't care for his teeth.
Come on now, Molly, dear. Stop now. Before she'd outlay him, her salary paid. The snakes overheard the poor lad. And it isn't surprising. They filled him with pride. For he was...
Oh, thank you, folks. A bright song with a bright finish. And listen, listeners, here's the way to protect the bright finish on your car from the ultraviolet rays of the sun now that the hot summer days are coming in.
Excuse me, my car wax.
Not car wax. My name is Wilcox, Harlow Wilcox.
Oh, yeah. Well, anyhow, I don't think you're giving folks the right picture on the Johnson bottle.
Oh, I see. I suppose you could do it much better.
It's such a slight doubt of it, my boy. I'd make a kind of a story out of it, like this. Once upon a time, maybe I better have a band player. Mr. Marshmallow.
Marshmallow.
Oh, yeah. Thanks. Folks, once upon a time, there were two kids, Violet and Ray. You get it? Violet, Ray? They don't get it, Molly. Ain't funny, Mickey. Well, sir, there was never a dull moment with Violet and Ray. They improved each shining hour, you might say, eating the finish off in car. So one Sunday morning, Violet says to Ray, Ray, she says, I'm just hungry to spoil the finish onto a nice, shiny car. Now, there's a bright cleaning job down there. Come on, let's move. Oh, Ray, okay, Ray. And down they come, right onto the nice, shiny car. But it's no use. After 10 hours, they give up. Why, just as Violet and Ray, we ain't making no impression. Ain't we got any personality anymore? And Ray just laughed. Look, Mrs. Violet, this here car's got Johnson's auto wax on it. That's what makes it so bright. That's why we ain't getting nowhere to spoil it. That's what you get, Violet, says Ray, for picking out this nice, shiny car. What you mean, that's what I get, says Violet? And Ray just laughs and says, for being so ultra, Violet, he says. Band player.
Thank you, Fibber, thank you. That was terrible.
Ah.
That was splendid.
Well, I'm glad to help you out anytime, my boy.
Well, you certainly spoiled my story, Fibber, so I'm going to ask Marcelli to give me time to think while he finds Rhythm in the Rain.
Rhythm of the raindrop, the pattering rhythm of the raindrop. Along the street, the shadow of the raindrop. I love the rhythm of the rain. Underneath the raindrop, I was the lucky fellow underneath the raindrop. He said, hey, brother, underneath the raindrop, learn the rhythm of the rain. just like the rain shower, each flower is you. I can see the raindrops and hear the house beneath the raindrops. And if you stop and try to sleep beneath the raindrops, you'll love the rhythm of the rain.
Zo die komt het voor die het wel kan installeren daar in de winkelstore. Ja, dat doe ik goed.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, now that I've considered that story that Fibber McGee told you about Violet and Ray wasn't such a fairy tale as it sounded. Johnson's Auto Wax does protect your car so that the ultraviolet rays of the sun cannot destroy the finish. Wax actually saves the finish of your car against the onslaught of sun, rain, and road spill. Now, before you wax your car, of course, you'll want to take off all the old grease and dirt you've been collecting on it. The simple way to get that dirty film off is to use Johnson's Auto Cleaner. Easiest cleaner you ever used, and it positively will not hurt the finish. Johnson's Auto Cleaner will make your car bright as new. Johnson's Auto Wax will keep it that way. Keep it so beautiful the neighbors will actually believe you have a new car. Drive into a service station and tell them to make your car shine like it did the day it was first driven out of the showroom. They can do it in short order with Johnson's Auto Wax and Cleaner. Or if you prefer, you can easily wax your own car. Thousands of owners are doing it. Just ask your regular dealer or service station for Johnson's Auto Wax and Cleaner. And your dealer, by the way, will give you free a can of fine quality auto enamel for touching up worn or rusty spots on your car. Oh, but more about this free offer later. In the meantime, I'd like to present Miss Kathleen Wells. And personally, ladies and gentlemen, I think the S is on the wrong end of that name because she certainly is Wells. Miss Kathleen Wells. Miss Wells is going to sing. Well, what do you want, Fibber?
Oh, not you, boy.
I get it.
Hi there, Stu. What you going to sing for me?
It's a moonshine dream, Fibber.
Moonshine dream, huh? Well, you ought to know because, you know, you're a kind of a heavenly body yourself. Fibber McGee, come with me. Go on and sing it, please.
The moon turns red, and shadows get up and walk around. Clouds come tumbling through the ground. I didn't think to cry. Or didn't you fall in love with me? Stars turn blue, and willows that we begin to sing. Winter changes into spring. I didn't make my eyes. Or didn't you fall in love with me? I thought I was foolish to think of romance. Someone so charming as you. That I was hoping without any plan. But every hope came true. The moon turns blue, and rivers begin to flow upstream. And this is all a crazy dream. I wouldn't be surprised Anything can happen if you can fall in love with me. I believe in miracles. Honestly, I do. When I get miracles, after miracles that gave me you. Oh, I thought I was fooling to think of romance with someone charming as you. Thought I was hoping without any chance, but if the whole thing through, if the moon turns green and rivers begin to flow at sea, and this is all a crazy dream, I wouldn't be surprised. Cause anything can happen, dear, if you can fall in love with me.
With the help of a vocal triangle, finds that love is just around the corner. Find Fibber and Molly still chugging along and pulling into a filling station. Good evening, sir. Gasoline?
Sure, fill it up halfway.
Yes, sir.
Any oil? Do I need oil, Molly? I don't. Where do you squeeze that? No oil. Nice little station you got here, son.
Yeah, but I'm still north of it next month, so I can handle washing and waxing.
Been in business long?
Oh, ever since I got out of the Army.
Don't tell me.
Oh.
What's the business?
The rainbow. Why?
Well, they had a swell record, boy. I was into the intelligence. The what? The intelligence. The what? That is the first. Then I was into the cavalry and the navy and the foreign legion. I think, boy, there's a big outfit, the foreign legion. You know, the foreign legion is the toughest, hardest, spoiled bunch of fellas in the world. Most of it is just forget.
What were you forgetting?
I forgot. You forgot what, McGee? I forgot what I wanted to forget. That's why I re-enlisted. See if I could remember what I joined up the first time to forget.
What was that, an army or a memory source?
I'll never forget one thing, though. What was that, sir? Ermine food.
Apparently.
Well, in a way. Ermine food was a camel. A girl camel. You see, I was assigned to the 3rd Camel Corps. Horse. These were camels, not apples. Herman Food was a racing camel I had. Real sweet-tempered camel, as camels go.
And did she go?
No, but I did.
Oh, so you left the foreign legion?
Yes. And the hardest thing I ever done was to part with old Herman Food. Many's the time we used to ride over the desert together in the gloaming. Many's the time I'd get off to get a drink at the well into the hot sand. Then I'd put my foot on the Herman Food's knee and say, Wasamula. And up she'd raise me into the saddle. Yes, sir. As I says, the hardest thing I ever done into my life was to leave Herman Food. I'll never forget how her lips kind of quivered when I said goodbye. I got a big lump into my own throat.
She swallowed his tobacco.
No, sir. For the emotion. Well, sir, I left the Legion. Too many foreigners in here. But years later, I was here in New York one fall day and I went in to get a new overcoat. In a No. In a clothing store. How do you do, Mr. McGee? Says curt, real respectful. I was well known in New York in them days.
And Billy was respectful?
Well, what happened then, sir?
Well, I'm coming to it. I want overcoat, it says to the fella. Okay, says he, reaching over to the rack. Here's a snappy number in camel there, says he. And I looks her over. And will you believe it, son? Right square smack dab into the middle of the shoulder was a little oblong patch of white hair. It was Ermine Food. Yes, sir. It was Ermine Food back with her old master there. Just happened to have a down.
Oh, gee, that must have been a great moment.
Sure. Why didn't you re-enlist to forget that, McGee?
It was too late. Ermine Food was overcoat by then. Well, sir, I bought the coat. I bought Ermine Food. I wore her for years. It was an expensive coat, and I loved it, but nothing was too good for Ermine Food. Master, every time it got cold, I could feel Ermine Food wrap itself around me in his coat. Trying to snuggle up and fetch me like. He was like that, he was. How much gas for him, boy?
5 gallons.
Give her another 2 quarts. Might as well have enough. No, never mind. I don't want to crowd the tank. How much I owe you?
91 cents. Thank you. Oh, by the way, whatever became of Herman Food?
Oh, dear. That's the sad part of it all. One day I got caught in the revolving door. Poor Herman Food, arm off. There was nothing else to do. So I went out and shot the coat.
Gentlemen, we'd like to tell you about a free offer.
Yeah, next week, folks, we're going to give everybody listening a new car. Any make gas. All you got to say, hey, quit pushing me, Harpo.
Not Harpo. My name is Harlow.
Quit pushing me.
Well, Fibber McGee is just a little bit wrong, folks. We're not giving away any free cars. But with every purchase of Johnson's Auto Wax and Cleaner, we are giving away a 40-cent can of Johnson's Touch-Up Enamel. There's a brush right with the can, and it's a stitch to touch up any little scratches or broken places in the finish on your fenders or the body of the car. Now, there's a special introductory price of 98 cents for both Johnson's Auto Wax and Cleaner, and you can get the can of Touch-Up Enamel free. Better go to your regular wax dealer or service station right away with your 98 cents and ask for Johnson's Auto Wax and Cleaner. Then, clean and wax your car the first chance you get and surprise your family with a car that looks like you. Forget, next week at this time, you have a bright and shining date with Johnson's Auto Wax and Fibber McGee and Molly. This is Harlow Wilcox speaking. Good night. It's the National Broadcasting Company.
The Johnson Wax Program.
Good evening, everyone. The makers of Johnson's Wax present Marion and Jim as Fibber McGee and Molly. Ted Weems and his orchestra open this aerial opus with Bye Bye Baby. Take off, Ted. Just let me take a minute to tell you how you can get a full-size can of Johnson's Auto Wax free. Thousands of car owners have already gone to their dealers and asked for the free gift package offered in celebration of Johnson's 50th anniversary. Now, this is the way for you to get your free gift. Go to your service station, auto supply store, or regular wax dealer. Ask for Johnson's free gift package. It contains a pint of Johnson's Auto Cleaner and a full-size can, not a sample, of Johnson's Auto Wax. You pay only 59 cents. And as you know, this is less than the regular price of the cleaner alone. And you get Johnson's Auto Wax, a full-size can, free. The supply of these free gift packages is necessarily limited. When they're gone, there won't be any more, so don't delay. Get your free gift of Johnson's Auto Wax right away. Fibber McGee has talked Molly into letting him take a few flying lessons. He's already had a few training flights, but today he's due to take his first solo flight. And here in the flying school office, talking to the instructor, we find those two fearless fledglings, Fibber McGee and Molly.
You really think McGee is ready to fly alone, Mr. Instructor?
How about it, Bud? Am I ready to solo?
Oh, sure, you'll be okay.
See, Molly? I tell you, in the next war, it'll be us pilots that'll get the easy job.
McGee, in the next war, I'll see that you have flat feet if I have to use a sledgehammer.
See how she goes for me. Well, what do you say we get started?
Well, I'm sorry, there are a couple of flights scheduled out ahead of you, so you just wait here till I call for you.
And if the phone rings, get the number.
Okay. McGee, of all the ideas you ever had, this is the silliest.
What you mean the silliest, Molly? You just wait till we get us a nice little cabin plane. Just you and me, scooting around up amongst them little fleecy clouds.
Just a cabin in the cockpit.
I ever tell you about the time a friend of mine landed his plane in the duck pond? Real pilot, Ned was. He was flying for NBC at the time. Ah, good old Ned.
Ned who?
Ned Redworth. Well, sir. Oh, hello there, Scotty. What's on your mind?
Excuse me, laddie. Would you be sitting on my instruction book?
Nope, I wouldn't.
Nor me.
What do you want to look up, Bud? I can probably give you the answer.
Well, you see, laddie, I'm a parachute jumper, and I'm wondering anew about how to patch up a parachute.
Patch up a parachute. Did you tear it?
No, lass, but 'tis an old one, and the moths have been at it. And every time I come down, it whistles so loud I kind of hear myself praying. There's the book now. Good day to you.
Well, sir, as I was saying, Molly, this friend of mine was flying an amphibian.
A what?
Amphibian.
You usually are.
Amphibian.
McGee, why on earth did you ever start this flying business anyway?
Oh, shucks, Molly, you ain't scared, are you?
No, I'm not scared. I know flying is as safe as driving a car these days, maybe more so.
You betcha.
But I believe if the Lord had intended us to fly, he'd have given us wings.
Well, You give us stomachs, Molly, but that don't mean we have to crawl around like a dead-ratted snake, does it? There goes that plane again, Molly. That same plane was flying around here last week.
Oh, dear, what a dizzy-looking day.
He had his feet up on the
her a
track
hostess
with
on the air.
Oh,
his
why,
feet
that's
up
that
on the
Miss
counter
Mugger.
where
Oh, yes.
Neil
Liza
hit
Mugger.
just
How do
as
you
they
do,
were
I'm
walking
sure?
by.
You a hostess on the airlines now, Liza?
Yes, of course I am. And I just love it. I really do. It's simply fascinating. Well, they have some pilots and co-pilots.
What's a co-pilot for, Miss Muggy?
A co-pilot? Oh, a co-pilot is to cope with anything the pilot can't cope with. Simple, isn't it? Naturally. But I really love it. Strange how many girls would like to be hostesses, but of course you must be a registered nurse.
Oh.
And Mr. McGee, you're not a registered nurse, are you?
He's nurse, but not registered.
We give them a little piece of cotton and some chewing gum. One passenger this morning was so excited he put the chewing gum in his ears and chewed the cotton. Silly, wasn't it? Yes, of course, naturally. Well, I simply must go. I'll see you later. I will see you later, won't I? Of course I will, naturally. Goodbye.
I suppose she's an airplane hostess because she's so flighty.
Yes, of course, naturally. Don't you think so? Of course you do.
Look, McGee, there's a plane coming into land.
What is it, Molly? A high-wing Waco?
No, I think it's a low-sing Como.
Oh, yes. I understand Perry's flying in here to keep a date with the angel.
What do you mean, McGee?
Well, he says he's got to dance his way to heaven.
Gotta dance, gotta sing, gotta have my little thing. Gotta dance my way to heaven right in your arms. I gotta hum, gotta shout, gotta kick my heels about. Gotta dance my way to heaven right in your arms. I feel as high tonight as any kite, and I'll soon be flying out of sight. It's no spark that you've ignited, it's a great big stick of dynamite. Gotta kiss and be kissed, cross the others off my list. Cause I can't resist your irrepressible, sweet, caressible charm. I gotta dance my way to heaven right in your arms. Well, back at the Wistful Vista Airport. Fibber's instructor hasn't returned yet, and our hero is getting a little impatient. Here they are, Fibber going over his previous lesson with Molly.
All right, now I'll take page 4.
Okay.
What do you do, McGee, if there's another plane landing or taking off when you want to land?
Left rudder, stick forward, and pull throttle.
What happens?
I don't know, but I'll bet it'll be fun.
Now the next question. How do you land, with the wind or against the wind?
Wind behind you. You just let the wind blow you onto the field.
Wrong. You land against the wind.
He's kind of silly. I knew a feller tried landing against the wind once, and it sure learned him a lesson. There was a 60-mile wind blowing, and he was only doing 55, losing 5 miles an hour. He was trying to land at Detroit, and he come down backwards 4 hours later in St. Louis.
Oh,
Sure. Not for me, Molly.
70 days, and you're going to fly. Why, McGee, if you... Oh, there's Silly Watson.
Hi there, Sil. What you doing here?
Hi, ma'am. How are you, boss? I've been working here for weeks, Mr. McGee, red capping for airplane passengers.
You like flying, Silly?
Yes, ma'am, I guess I do. But I ain't never flew.
Flaw.
What?
You mean you haven't flied yet?
Yes, ma'am. I was asked lots of times did I want a flu, and I said no, sir. This boy ain't never flied yet, and when I start to flee, I'm fluing with my own wings. You ain't scared, are you, sir? You ain't scared, are you, sir? Yes, sir, I am. Every time I think of me way up there, I just turn white.
Well, think of it and let's see.
Well, shucks, Phil. If you don't like flying, what'd you get a job at the airport for?
What?
Why did you get a job here if you don't like flying?
Well, Miss McGee, every time I go fishing, I have to eat worms.
You like red capping at the airport better than red capping at the railroad station, Phil?
Yes, sir. When it comes to red capping, sir, I sure know my bunion.
You mean onion.
No, ma'am, my bunion.
What's your bunions got to do with it, Phil?
Everything, Miss McGee. When I red caps at the railroad depot, it seems like all my customers is on the last Pullman from the engine. I gotta walk 14 cars down and 14 cars back with bags and stuff. But when an airplane come in, there's just one car and one door.
Well, you're quite a psychologist.
No, ma'am. I always been an Afro Methodist, Miss McGee. Well, excuse me now, sir. There's a plane coming in. Red cap here. Carry your bags, folks.
Hey, look at the acrobatics. Somebody's trying to kill himself.
Why, shucks, no, Molly. Them things is easy to do. Just a couple of loops and a figure eight. Hey, look at that. Boy, oh boy, can that fella fly. Did you see that turn?
Did I see it? It gives me one.
Hey, Molly, look.
No, you don't tell.
He's flying upside down. Now he's right side up again. Look, he's in a spin, Molly. Wow. Nope, he's out of it. Look, he's coming down.
On purpose?
I hope so.
Heavenly days, he landed just like a feather.
Well, what you know about that? Scrawny little mug, ain't he?
Engraving, Secretary.
Hi there, Bud. Is that you doing them stunts up there?
That was me, all right, Sonny.
Hey, Grandma, ain't you scared you'll have an accident that way?
Who, me? Oh, no, my ship is pretty safe. Best one I had this week.
What you mean this week? How many you had?
12.
12.
11 of them couldn't take it. Every time I do an outside loop, the wings would fall off. They weren't what they cracked up to be.
Shucks. Say, Grandma, I never did see such a crazy stunts as you was doing up there just now.
What stunts, Sonny?
What stunts? Why, those twists and turns and loops and flops you just done.
Oh, them.
Yeah.
Them weren't stunts, Sonny. I never stunt.
What was you doing then?
Oh, that must have been when I was down on my hands and knees in the cockpit looking for my hairpin. That'll teach you not to jump at conclusions.
Hey, Molly, there's that same old plane again. Wonder who that is. Hey, Bud, who is that always flying around up there?
Oh, that's a couple of endurance flyers.
Oh.
Endurance flyers. How long have they been up?
I don't know, lady. I've only been working here 2 years.
Hi there, Bud. You a pilot?
Don't ask such dumb...
Huh?
What do you think I'm wearing this monkey suit for? After all, anybody could guess that. Well, yes, I'm a pilot.
On one of the regular airlines?
Well, the idea hasn't said... Well, of all the stupid... Well, certainly not. I'm the greatest... one of the most... Well, yes. I'm a crop bopper. A crop shooter. Crop duster.
Oh, a crop duster.
I know a lot of fussy farmers, but I never heard of them dusting off their crops.
Oh, he mean he flies over the fields and dusts the crops with arsenic or something to kill the bugs.
That's the nut in the eggshell. That's the story in a nut house. Yes, sir. I think you got me. You got something there, Shorty. Yes, sir. It's a great week if you don't like him. Great life while you got some. Say, do you know a guy named Dopefelder?
No, we don't.
Neither do I. Shake hands. Say, If you're taking flying lessons, don't forget, remember one thing. When you take off,
Take off what?
don't do it. It's too cold. As that was about, we always try to get enough fortitude, or altitude. Remember, when you make a left turn, push on the rudder. Or if you'd rather do something else, but don't forget the tail spin. Did you ever spin a tail? Or heads I win, tails you spin, or lose? You can never get...
Mr. Pilot, when you spray poison over a cornfield from your plane, how do you know how much to use?
I don't. There's no use trying to estimate, but in eating or drinking or spraying corn, it don't matter why it's just in one ear and out the other. Well, hello,
Boy, what a takeoff. What a wonderful takeoff. Did you ever see anything like it?
Oh, hello, Mr. Brown.
Hi, Bob. What you mean, what a wonderful takeoff?
Johnson's auto cleaner and polish, the way it takes off that dull film of traffic dirt.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
Now, you heard about this new gag, knock, knock.
No. How does it go?
Like this.
Oh.
Remind me to throw some water on him in time for his next announcement, Robert. Now, what was I saying?
Well, you were saying now.
Who's there? Ted Weems.
What's Ted Weems?
Ted Weems, I used Ted Weems.
What do you want, Ted?
I want to fly.
Fly what?
An airplane.
Well, what are you playing?
We are playing Knock Knock.
Sarah! There's a doctor in the house. Emma! Em's gonna have trouble with you. If you know how plums are made, then you know how this is played. On your mark, get set to go. Knock, knock, knock. That's the phrase. You gotta find words you get straight. Knock, knock. Oscar. Oscar, if she goes for you. Knock, knock. Chester. Chester, girl, that men forget. Knock, knock. Cecil. Cecil have music wherever she goes. Knock, knock. Hiram at 7, hey, hey. Knock, knock. Norma. Norma money is bang. Knock, knock. Izzy. It's true what you say about Dixie. Knock, knock. Ammonia. Ammonia bird in the gilded cage. Reba. Reba, stay away from my door. Leo. Leo, Leo, Leo. Knock, knock. Carson. Carson strikes forever.
There isn't much excuse for letting a car get stained and dirty looking when it's so easy and it costs so little to make the car shine like new again. You'll be amazed to see how quickly Johnson's Auto Cleaner takes off all the old road film and dirt and gives the car a beautiful polish. This creamy white liquid is very easy to apply, and you can be assured it won't hurt the car finish in any way. Johnson's Auto Cleaner both cleans and polishes the car in one simple operation. If your car is new and you want to keep it bright and shining, then be sure to protect the finish now with Johnson's Auto Wax. Dust and dirt can't stick to the gleaming wax surface. Once your car is waxed, you'll save on car washing. And someday, when you want to trade the car in, you'll get more money for it. Now, attention to this, please. You can get a full-size can of Johnson's Auto Wax free if you go to your dealer at once. Ask for Johnson's free gift anniversary package, containing a pint of Johnson's Auto Cleaner and a full-size can of Johnson's Auto Wax. You pay only 59 cents for this free gift package. less than the usual price of the cleaner alone. You get the can of Johnson's Auto Wax free. Better hurry before the supply of these packages is gone. Well, the flying instructor hasn't come back yet, as our two friends sit in his office and wonder if McGee's solo flight is off for today.
McGee, I wonder if the teacher got up in the air someplace and couldn't get down.
Oh, I don't think so, Molly. That don't happen. What?
Oh, hello there, little girl.
Oh, hi there, sis.
Hi.
What you doing around here, sis?
What are you?
Who, me? Oh, I'm an aviator, sis. Waiting for my solo.
Who's gonna sing it?
No, not a solo song, a solo flight. What are you doing here?
I'm waiting for my uncle.
Oh.
He's a swell navigator, I betcha.
He is, huh? Her uncle's a flyer, too, Molly.
What do you mean, too?
When did your uncle tell you he'd meet you here, sis?
What?
Well, he said he had one more chance head for a flying lesson and then he was through.
You get that, Molly? One more sap head for a flying lesson. Kind of cute, huh?
He said it was Mr. McGee. What's your name, mister?
My name is,
Mud.
That's it, sis. Mud. Oscar Z. Mud.
Keep it clean, mister.
Huh?
I'll go at the hangar and talk to the grease balls, mister. So long.
Oh, somebody sent her in here for a joke. I can take it. I got nerves like steel.
Sure. An iron man with nerves of steel, a heart of gold, and silver fillings clamped on a nickel cigar.
Ain't funny.
Oh, it's the instructor at last.
Well, all ready for your solo?
You betcha.
Nervous?
Who, me? Say, I was telling Molly
What?
just now that everybody remarks on what wonderful nerves I got. Who did that? What's the idea? Who threw that?
Just knocked the ashtray off the desk with your elbow.
I'll get it. So you're going because you suck?
I think we'd better call the lesson off for today. Jumpy.
Good. Hey, what you mean, Jumpy? I'm cool as a cucumber.
Yeah, but greener.
Come on now. Let's go up, huh? What do you say? I'm okay.
Stick out your fingers.
There, see? Steady as a rock.
Go on, you're shaking like a leaf.
Oh, well, I'm smoking too much, so. Inhale every puff. Come on, let's go up. Shucks, I've been waiting here all day so I could...
No, I'm sorry, but you know how it is. We never take any chances. We don't think something's safe. We just don't do it, that's all. No, you report back here tomorrow and take your solo. Usual time. So long, Miss McGee. See you later.
McGee, what are you doing?
I'm getting into a parachute. That's what I'm doing. I'll show that wise guy I ain't so dead-dreaded shaky I can't solo.
Well, if you're going to solo, I'll solo with you.
Oh, now, Molly, you can't.
Be quiet. Get me into this other parachute. Where does me arms go?
Right through here. No, through there. No,
Oh,
that's
let
not...
go. I got it.
Okay, we'll show 'em. Come on.
Well, go ahead.
There's a plane right there, Molly.
Is that the one we're supposed to take?
I don't know, but it'll do. Come on, get in the front there. Up you go.
Oh, take it.
There you are.
McGee, are you sure? Are you sure you remember your lessons now?
Don't worry, Molly. I know my stuff. There. All ready?
No, but go ahead.
Okay, contract. Hey, get out of that ship. Hey, you. There's no gas in that crate.
What did he say, McGee?
I think he said I'd pass everything great.
What the fuck is this shit? Deleted.
How high are we now, McGee? Oh, don't do that.
Do what? Doing nothing. The air's bumpy.
Don't give me that stuff, McGee. Air is air.
Oh.
Oh, let's go home.
It just
Stop at the parking lot. Go on back.
I don't know which way is back. Look over the side, Molly.
Oh, I can't see anything but all that smoke. There must be a fire somewhere.
That ain't smoke. That's cloud.
Oh. McGee, don't do that. Stop it.
I ain't doing
Hey, Molly. What? We're out of gas.
Go on. Quit fooling, McGee. This is no time for romancing.
Honest, we're out of gas. We gotta bail out.
Bail out? Aren't we leaking?
I mean, jump. Jump overboard.
Oh, heavenly days.
Don't hurry, Molly. Don't waste time. Go on, jump.
Nothing let you do.
Don't worry, I will.
Well, how about the plane?
I'll come back and get that later. Go on, jump, and count 10.
What for?
We ain't got much time. Come on. 1, 2, 3, jump. Pull your ripcord, Molly. Pull your ripcord.
Pull your own ripcord.
It don't work. I am pulling it.
That's your next time.
Oh, yeah. Let's hit this little ring. There, they're
McGee,
both open.
Look at the ground.
Huh?
Heavenly days, it's coming right up at us.
Don't think about it. Put your mind on something else. Hey, do you think the Cubs will ever get back into first place?
McGee, I'm scared. Heavenly days, look down. Look at all the people. It's a racetrack.
No, it ain't. That's the fairground. Hey, we're going to land right in the fairground.
Dear, oh dear, how do you steer these things?
Why?
I want to head for the mattress exhibit.
Hey, Molly, when you land, you just relax, like me.
Sure. Just relax, like you.
Yeah.
They're
McGee, look at the ground
parachuting.
coming up. Heavenly days.
Hang on, Molly, we're going to hit. Oh. Hey, Molly. Molly, are you all right?
I don't know, McGee. Wait till I count my phone.
I'll bet they thought we just took this way to sneak into the fair without pay. Hi there, brother. What's all the shooting?
Congratulations, my little caterpillar climbers. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yes. Very ingenious of you, I'm sure. Very ingenious.
Genius. What the heck?
Allow me to be the first to shake hands with you, my friends. Yes. Never let anyone state that Horatio K. Boomer of the State Fair of our fair state was not fair. Yes. Please accept this gold loving cup as first prize.
Oh, for the parachute jump?
No, for the funniest costume.
What?
I'd like to give you a word picture of a home that is Johnson Wax for protection and beauty. The floors and furniture are free from dust. There are no smudgy finger marks on chair arms and tables. The wax door frames and window sills are clean and shiny. There's a satiny beauty over everything. If your floors and linoleum are protected with Johnson's Wax, they will never grow shabby and worn. The wax seals the pores and cracks and provides an invisible film of wax protection that preserves the floor against wear. And perhaps you don't realize that you never have to scrub a floor that is properly wax polished. Ask your dealer for genuine Johnson's Wax in the attractive yellow can. And remember, you save money by buying the larger sizes.
Molly, did I ever tell you about the time I was flying the mail between...
McGee.
Huh?
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Sigh.
Ty who?
Sign off.
Good night.
Good night.
Brown speaking. The Johnson Wax program has come to you from our Chicago studios, a Red Network program of the National Broadcasting Company.
It's time for Fibber McGee and Molly. Sundays through Thursdays, NBC brings you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. Before we hear tonight's story, Fibber and Molly would like you to listen to this.
Folks, I'd venture to say that most of you know what real trouble, sickness, and accidents can bring a family, especially if it's Dad who gets ill or injured. Not only are medical expenses budget-breaking, but if Dad's salary check is cut off when he's unable to work, things can be rough and tough for the whole family.
We're talking, of course, about the Prudential Insurance Company's new income protection and hospital and surgical expense plan.
These new plans of Prudential's are outstanding in the field of sickness and accident insurance. They've got certain protective features few other plans have. So, friends, to get the facts on how you can meet the high cost of sickness and accidents for your family, we've got a folder we want you to have.
It'll give you an idea how the Prudential can tailor sickness and accident plans to fit your family needs. Just write your name and address on a card with the word sickness and accident.
And send it to Fibber McGee and Molly, Box 1212, Newark, New Jersey.
That's Box 1212, Newark, New Jersey. Do it today, huh?
It's important for you and for your family.
Mr. McGee is in the living room, sitting. Mrs. McGee is on the back porch, working. Suddenly she says,
"Oh, darn this thing anyhow. McGee! Oh, McGee! Oh, there you are. McGee, the washing machine just quit.
Please, Molly, I'm concentrating.
Oh, I'm sorry.
39, 57.
Dearie, if that's our income tax return you're working on, I've got news for you. They just issued each of us a number at Alcatraz for tardiness.
This is not our tax return. That was took care of a long time ago. This, my dear, is a new discovery. Boon to troubled mankind. This little booklet simplifies your whole life for a dime.
How was that?
It's a new thing I picked up at Kramer's drugstore. A daily activity guide, according to advice from the Star. You merely pick out the sign you were born under, you know, like from mine, for instance, is Taurus the bull.
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Well, then you look under your sign, and they got a bunch of code numbers, see? So you turn to page 3 here and decipher your secret message for the day, and you know whether to start a new business venture, throw your life savings into the market, or go back to bed.
Oh, McGee, now really.
Okay. You can poo-poo if you want to, but I don't knock anything till I try it. So far, this thing is coming out absolutely true.
True? How can you tell whether it's...
Well, now look. Look at number 14. Number 14, that's the word today, see? And number 24 is. 39 is good. 65 is day. Today is a good day.
Well.
And so far, it has been a good day, hasn't it?
I don't know. A little while ago, the vacuum cleaner jammed, and now the washing machine has quit again, so I...
For me, I mean.
Oh, for you.
We'll look your day up next. You're probably the one that should have stayed in bed. Now, as soon as I get through working out this thing of...
Grocer boy! Come your order, daughter.
Okay, Mr. Oldtimer, just a minute.
Yeah, you go ahead, Molly. I want to finish my forecast for today, so I know what...
Please, put that silly thing away and come see if you can get my washing machine going again. I've got clothes in there, and they'll get ruined.
Do you mind?
No, but you know what I mean.
How can you call this chart silly when it said today is a good day for me and everything is working out exactly?
Hi, daughter. Hi, Johnny. What the kid's doing here in the living room? Living?
Well, I'm trying to get himself here to leave some very important work he's undertaking and come and fix my washing machine.
What's wrong with it? Looked to me like it was going real good just now when it come through the back porch.
It was.
Oh, little noise, of course. If I had Johnny after me with a screwdriver as much as that washing machine has, I'd get pretty noisy about it myself.
Ah, there you are, kiddo. There's the signal that means it's gifted the final ring. You better get out there and get it.
Oh, dear, this light over there will throw my clothes all over.
The machine stopped.
Oh?
Yeah, you see, I tried to fix it so that when the clothes are ready, the lid snaps open and they pop out in the clothes wrapper. I never could get the place right from that end. The way it is now, you're not right there when the thing pops up. Good for you, kiddo. I don't mean to rush off like this, but I've got important work as early as possible. So unless you've got a problem...
Well, as a matter of fact, I have, Johnny. I wonder if you could lend me $20.
$20?
Yeah. You see, me and my girlfriend, Bessie, we've been going together a long time. And, well, today is a very special day in our lives, John. We want to go out and celebrate.
Yeah? What you going to celebrate? Anniversary or something?
Nope. I'm going to celebrate you lending me $20. That makes it a very special day, Johnny. Call for real celebration.
Oh, is that so? Well, I have some very sad news for you, Sonny. I can't lend you $20. I haven't even got $20. My gosh.
Well, I'm kind of extravagant. You don't have to go dancing. Just take her out to dinner.
Sure.
So, you're going to get the $2, Johnny. Just have 1950. We'll call it square. She's a heavy eater, Bessie is. Not like that skinny sister of hers.
Look, I wouldn't lend you that much dough if I had it. All I got in the world is, oh, here, look. $3, see?
Oh, well, in that case, I'll have to get another arrangement.
Good, you go do it.
No, give me the $3.
Hey, wait a minute. Why'd you grab my $3 for? You said you were going to make other arrangements.
I'm going to take out her skinny sister instead. The light eater. So long, Johnny.
Back to Wistful Vista in a minute. The June Ladies' Home Journal brings you a travel dream come true. The story of 4 American students who traveled 6,000 miles behind the Iron Curtain, found out for themselves what the Russians looked like, talked about, believed in. The trip included not only Moscow, but Central Asia and Samarkand. This uncensored interview with Jay Humphrey and Jack Terrence, journal editors, is filled with surprises. The Russians asked questions like, does America have jungles and people like Tarzan? Does Chiang Kai-shek really have a plantation in the South with Negro slaves?
What?
Why aren't Americans preparing for their revolution?
Obviously.
And how would you answer a student from the University of Moscow who wanted to hear about the workers who were starving to death on Times Square? What did the Russians say about our high divorce rate and American lipsticks? Now you can read about a Russia not publicized in news reports. See how propaganda makes the Iron Curtain so strong. They Let Us Talk to the Russians is exclusive reading in the June Ladies' Home Journal, now at your newsstand.
Hey, Molly, you know that $3 I lent the old timer a few minutes ago?
Exclusive interview
Turns out
with
it
the
was okay.
Russians.
Because listen to this. I just figured out the next 2 words on my daily
How did they
activity
do
card.
that?
And what it says so far now is that today is a good day to land.
Are you still fooling with that silly thing?
I love the
I think
red
it's silly.
lipstick.
Yeah.
Well, when I get this message
There ain't
completed
no
and I do what it
fucking
says, like maybe it says to go to a certain corner where I meet a short, dark stranger and he gives me...
Go to a corner and meet a short, dark stranger. He gives you money? Oh, that'll be the best. See, it's usually the other way around.
Just because I once bought a combination potato peeler and paper weight, and a man that doesn't work.
A man like that doesn't have to work. Short, dark strangers like you.
Let's talk about something else, huh? In fact, let's not talk at all until I get my activity guide for today finished. The day is slipping by, and would you get that, kiddo? And whoever it is, tell him I'm gone.
You can say that again. Not only are you gone, men, but you're real gone. Coming, chum. Hold the chime. Give the bell a rest, guest. Oh, hello, Dr. Gamble.
How are you, my dear? Little man home?
Yes, he's in the den, Doctor, but he's extremely busy, working on a most important mathematical matter. Awfully afraid I can't let you see him today, sir.
Well, frankly, my dear, I never could see him. Just dropped by to ask him if it was true that he was given an award by the College of Economics.
The College of Economics?
Yes, because his head is a perfect example of the point of no return.
I heard that smart remark, Fatso. I heard that.
I thought you were too busy to be interrupted, brain strainer.
Look who's talking about heads. Ha! Did you know Doc was asked to be on TV, Molly?
What?
Yeah, they want him to be a guest on Medic because his head is shaped like a television screen.
Oh,
That's very funny, Sonny. But there's an old saying you ought to remember. A man who lives in a glass head shouldn't throw insults. And if I ever saw a vacuum-packed glass top, you're the one that
oh, you two. You make me tired. If you'll excuse me, I have work to do.
Look, Docky, you caught me at a kind of a bad time. I'm working out my daily activity guide for today, and every minute I wait...
Activity guide?
Yeah. You see here? I go according to these numbers under my astronomical sign here, and the secret message tells me what to do today. So far, it says today is a good day to land.
Say anything about being a good day to borrow?
Why?
Because you may have to borrow a car for a couple of days. Somebody just belted the daylights out of yours out in front there.
What? My car?
Yep, small truck. Side-swiped it, mashed your fender right down in the rear tire.
What?
That's why I stopped in to tell you about it.
Oh, for the... Hey, Molly! Hey, Molly!
Tried to get his license number, but he was
Take
away.
Molly out there and show it to her, will you? I gotta finish this daily activity guide before it's too late.
Oh, that's a waste.
I'm not moving out of this house till I get this thing done. That ratted I could have probably avoided all this trouble if I had figured out this... Hey, Molly, where are you?
I'm in the den. You know that Roman candle of yours fell off the ashtray?
What, my cigar?
And burned a hole in the rug big enough to stick your head through, and I may just do it.
Oh, for the love of Michael, look the car.
Hole in the rug big enough to stick your head through. Lucky the place didn't burn down.
Thanks for telling us about the car, Doctor. Sure is a mess. Bye. That car looks bad, McGee. The whole rear fender is... McGee, what are you doing with your hat and coat on your lunchbox?
I'm sorry to leave you like this, my dear, but I just finished working out my secret message, and I gotta get out of here. The sooner the quicker.
What does it say?
Well, my gosh, our bowling team works out tonight. I better take my bowling shoes with me.
McGee, will you stop this nonsense? What does your chart say?
Here, read it. Then you'll understand. But first tell me where my bowling shoes are.
They're in the closet. But isn't this silly, letting a chart...
Maybe, but I'm not taking any chances. I'm going to get my bowling shoes out of this closet.
Not the hall closet, the one upstairs, McGee. That was my fault, McGee. I should have gotten the shoes for you myself.
No. It wasn't your fault. It was fate.
Fate?
Yeah. Here. Read my activity schedule.
Today is a good day to lend your energies to outdoor activity. Get outside. Go sit in the park. Do anything, but above all, do not stay home.
You see?
You know, they may have something there. Wait, and I'll go with you.
Fibber and Molly will be right back. Monitor NBC Sunday, June 12th, and hear the big 8-hour-long preview of the newest of the new in radio listening called Monitor. It's radio's wonderful surprise show, where you might hear anything from a joke told by Bob Hope to a joke told by your next-door neighbor. A whole new world of sound and experience is at your fingertip when you listen to Monitor.
Show.
In sound, you may hear the sound of a heartbeat or night talk on the ocean floor. In scope, you may be whisked from Paris to Persia to Pango Pango. In entertainment, you may hear a new Broadway show in rehearsal, a renowned baritone singing in his shower, hit songs before they become hits. Monitor is radio with a new concept. Be sure you hear the Monitor preview Sunday, June 12th. And then on Saturday, June 18th, Monitor starts its weekend-long broadcasting from Saturday morning to Sunday night. And in case you were wondering, Fibber McGee and Molly in the Great Gildersleeve will still be heard on Sundays.
What time are you meeting the boys to bowl, McGee?
20 minutes.
Well, I hope you have better luck with your bowling than you had with everything else today. Oh, what a day.
Yeah, you said it. I'm about due for a good night on that bowling alley, though.
Due for a what?
Good night.
Good night, all.
Fibber McGee and Molly is an NBC Radio Network production transcribed, with Bill Thompson as the old-timer and Arthur Q. Bryan as Dr. Campbell. Be with us again tomorrow when McGee attempts to prove that Doc isn't as smart as a 12-year-old. This is John Wald bidding you good night.
Remember to laugh with Throckmorton P. Gildersleeve tonight. That's the Great Gildersleeve on the NBC Radio Network.
Miles Laboratories, makers of Alka-Seltzer, bring you another visit with Fibber McGee and Molly. Again, we invite you to listen to the transcribed adventures of Fibber McGee and Molly. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutto. We'll see what's going on in Wistful Vista shortly.
This is Eleanor Engel.
You know, the fun you have is good for you. You need it, you deserve it. The question is, do you always feel good enough to enjoy it? Sometimes a headache or an upset stomach just won't let you enjoy the fun that's so good for you. Well, that, my friend, is a situation that calls for speedy Alka-Seltzer, the medicine that's so refreshing.
You see, Alka-Seltzer becomes a relief-giving liquid that's better because of action in the glass.
Yes, action in the glass changes Alka-Seltzer tablets into a liquid for quick and easy use by your system.
Action in the glass supercharges Alka-Seltzer with lively bubbles, making it a soothing liquid that speeds relief.
Action in the glass makes Alka-Seltzer easy to absorb immediately. Try it, won't you? For refreshing relief of a headache or upset stomach. Take Alka-Seltzer.
This is a long-awaited day in the McGee household. The men from the Bonton Appliance Department have been busy there for hours, and they've just left. Mr. McGee turns to Mrs. McGee with brightly shining eyes and says,
Ah, just look at it, kiddo. There it is.
It's beautiful.
I always told you to stick with me, and someday I'd buy you one for your very own.
I tell you, I can hardly believe it. Our own garbage disposal.
Yep. No more messy pile of garbage overflowing the can because I forgot to put it out for a couple of weeks.
Right. Incidentally, speaking of the garbage can, you haven't brought it back in yet. It's still out by the alley.
Oh, who cares? We don't need it. I'll just throw that baby on the junk pile and forget it.
Oh, now, wait a minute, Howard Hughes. Let's not lose our heads just because we have a garbage disposal.
Well, gee whiz, what's the use of an old garbage can? What's it good for now? We don't need it.
Oh, we could, that's too good to throw away. We could take it and
Let me help you with a few suggestions, my dear. We can turn it upside down, put a cushion on top, and buy 5 more and use them as a set of bar stools.
Oh?
Oh, that's right. We don't have a bar. Well, then we could lay it on its side, paint it olive drab, put a swinging door on the end of it, and sell it to the Army as a Quonset hut for midgets.
Oh, don't be silly.
Oh, well, let's face it, kiddo. That garbage can has got to go.
Wait, I know what we can do with it.
Nail it to the fence post, land on its side, and use it for a mailbox for circular letters.
Stop it.
Okay, I'm running out of ideas anyhow. What you...
We can give it away to the kids next door.
The Nelsons?
Yes, they need a new garbage can. Have you ever seen that beat-up old thing they put out on garbage nights?
No, I don't think so.
That's because Sally always hides it behind a tree. She says they've been meaning to buy a new one for months, but they haven't so far.
Okay, we'll give them ours.
They'll be tickled to get it.
No reason why they shouldn't be as proud of their garbage as we are. And hey, talking about garbage, we got any? I want to test this new disposal. See how it works.
Don't worry, it works. And if it doesn't, it's guaranteed.
You didn't answer the question. You got any garbage? You know, lettuce, fruit rinds, chicken bones, anything. It's supposed to take it all.
I'm sorry, dearie. I'm afraid we're fresh out of garbage right now. But if you'll wait till dinner time, I'm going to peel some potatoes and shell some peas, and, oh, we'll have some wonderful garbage at dinner time.
Dinner time? That isn't for 2 hours.
Well, you just be patient.
Yeah, but gee, kiddo, I want to try it out. I want to see it take that garbage. I wasn't here when the guy demonstrated it for you. Gee whiz, it's mine, too.
Well, of course it is, sweetheart. And you can use it any time your little heart desires. I just haven't any garbage right now, that's all.
Piece of bread. You got any stale bread?
Not a scrap. The only bread in the house is this fresh loaf the old-timer brought this morning.
Well, then, can I put a fresh piece in?
Okay, go ahead. I'm not sore. You just act like a child. Why the big rush to use the new garbage disposal?
See how it works. Oh, all right, never mind. I'll wait for the garbage.
Good. You won't be sorry. We're going to have spare ribs and, you know, all those nice bones we have left over, and there's always some peas, and you never eat eggplant.
Okay, I'll wait. Meantime, I'll clean out the old garbage pail and take it next door to the Nelsons for a gift.
That's a good boy.
After all, we're going to have that garbage disposal a long time.
Sure.
10, 20 years, maybe.
Of course.
But gee, these next 2 hours are sure going to drag.
In just a moment, we'll try to straighten out the McGee.
It's 5 o'clock, and Mr. Brown waits for an elevator.
Hi, John. Oh, how are you, Mr. Brown?
Oh, not so good tonight, Harry.
Oh, rough day in the mines, huh?
Sure was.
I promised the family I'd take them out tonight, too. I got the darndest headache.
Gee, that's a shame, Mr. Brown. When you get a chance to have some fun, you ought to be able to enjoy it. Say, did you ever try Alka-Seltzer? Boy, that stuff really works for me.
Alka-Seltzer, huh?
Darn right. Once you get a glass of Alka-Seltzer at the drugstore in the lobby, by the time you get home, you ought to be all set.
By golly, Harry, you may have something there. I'll try a glass of Alka-Seltzer right now. Thanks.
And so Mr. Brown joined the millions of Americans who've learned they can depend on speedy Alka-Seltzer for relief that's so refreshing. For a headache, upset stomach, or an achy feeling, take Alka-Seltzer.
We got this garbage can of ours scrubbed out and cleaned up real good. It's almost like new. Good idea giving it to Nelson at that. I don't have much extra dough, and if I can save him a few bucks with the garbage can.
Well, hello there, Buster.
Hi, Les.
Come right in. Come in.
Thanks.
Oh, let me give you a hand with that. Hey, that looks like a garbage can, Mr. McGee.
Very shrewd guess, Les.
Nice-looking can. Brand new one, is it?
No, it's a 54. Late. Got it 2 years ago. We took good care of it.
Oh, I can see that all right. Ours is 49 model. Oh, old one. We bought it secondhand off the used can dealer.
The used trash can
He said it was
dealer?
owned by an old vegetarian who only put garbage in it on Sundays. He claimed it hadn't had over 2,000 meals in it when we got it.
Yeah?
I don't know, though. It's sure in terrible shape now. It's all bent up and starting to leak a little. Sally's kind of ashamed of it.
Well, she won't have to be ashamed anymore, Les. Here. This is for you.
For us?
Yeah. You won't be needing it. I don't want to sound snooty or big time or anything, but, well, we got ourselves a garbage disposal today.
No kid.
Just had it installed this morning. And we wanted our next-door neighbors to share in our good luck, so there's the garbage can with our compliments.
Well, gee, I just don't know what to say. By golly, that sure is a wonderful gift, Mr. McGee.
It's okay. You deserve it.
I tell you, if there's anything we can ever do for you folks, any kind of favor at all.
Well, now that you mention it, there is a little favor you could do for me, Les, if you would.
Well, by golly, you just name it, neighbor.
Well, you got any spare garbage?
Spare garbage?
Garbage?
Yeah. Used garbage that you don't want. You know, lettuce leaves, chicken bones, maybe some old grapefruit, anything like that.
Oh, no.
I don't want to sound greedy. Just a small bag. I've been just dying to try out our new disposal, and we haven't got a speck of garbage in the house. And Sophie does.
Did he have any?
No. Said Sally's in charge of that department, and she won't be home till 6 o'clock.
He doesn't know where the
Well,
garbage
might as well wait
is
and use
at.
her own.
Fucking
Well, it was a good
retard.
try.
Doggone it anyhow. When you don't want garbage, you got a whole house full. You just need some sometime, and what happens?
Maybe that's some now.
Hmm?
Garbage.
Oh.
Maybe they're bringing it back. We might be one of the lucky ones whose refuse didn't measure up to the city standards, and they refused it. Don't you get it, dearie? Refuse. It's a pun based on...
It ain't funny, Mrs. McGee.
Well, I thought it was mildly amusing. You answer the door, will you? I have to go upstairs and sort the laundry.
Okay. 4 o'clock. Still over an hour till she starts dinner. I wish I could think of... Okay, come in.
Oh. Mr. McGee, hi.
Oh, hello there, Teeny. Now, look, sis, I'm not in much of a mood to gab right now, so unless you got something important...
Me either, Mr. McGee. I'm not either, no. In much of a mood to gab.
Oh?
No, I'm just in a mood to sit down here and eat my apple.
Your apple? Look, sis, I don't want to be an old grouch or anything, but that's the loudest apple I ever heard.
Get the fuck out of
Could
here.
you go
with
sit on the
that
front
fucking
porch
apple,
and eat
bitch.
that thing? Because...
Okay. If I'm not welcome, I'm going to throw the car away in a minute anyway. I'll just go on home.
The car... Oh, hey, now, wait a minute, Teeny. Wait a minute. No, don't go away. Wait.
I thought you said for
You come right back there and sit down there and chomp away on that old apple.
Jesus,
I
eat
just
some
love
fucking
the sound of
food
a
and
kid
throw it in
crunching
the
on a
fucking
good round
compost, man. It's
with a cord.
Well,
When you get through with it, don't you worry about that apple core. Old Uncle Fibber will take care of that apple core.
It's what? Would you mind repeating that, McGee, slowly?
Our brand new garbage disposal won't work. Broke.
That's right, Miss McGee. All he did was put a little old apple core down there.
Yeah, little old apple core.
And he shoved it down with a spoon.
Yeah, I just tried to help it down.
What, a spoon?
I didn't mean to drop the spoon. It slipped out of my hands.
Yeah. It slipped, Miss McGee. But it was the egg turner that made the big noise.
Yeah, I tried
Egg turner?
Well, I was trying to get the spoon out.
Sure, he was trying to get it out with the egg turner, Miss McGee. And now listen to it. Listen how it sounds.
What am I going to do with the potato peelings and the bones we'll have left in the spare ribs? Oh, my beautiful garbage disposal.
Fibber and Molly have a final word for you to come.
Mother, do some days seem extra long because you feel too tired too much of the time? Well, you know, one of the common causes of a tired, pepless feeling is the shortage of vitamins. And your meals may not always contain enough of these essential food elements. Vitamins have a way of getting lost in the cooking, storing, and processing of food. That's why it's wise to fortify your family meals with one-a-day brand multiple vitamin tablets. They supply all the vitamins anyone normally needs to take. Easy-to-take one-a-day brand multiple vitamin tablets are low in cost, and they include vitamin B12. Protect your family from vitamin shortage. Tell your druggist you want one-a-day brand multiple vitamin tablets.
I want the
In the
one
blue
day
box
brand
with the
from
big
the
red one.
1950s.
The Bonton won't be able to send a man out to fix it for a couple of days, Les.
So we wondered if you'd mind if we just dumped our garbage in our old garbage can tonight, Lester.
Oh, no, not at all, Miss McGee. Go right ahead, be my guest. In fact, me and Sally have got 2 garbage cans now. We haven't had a chance to throw the old one there away yet, so why don't you just take it along with you?
Huh?
Our old one there, you just keep it and use it as long as you like with our compliments.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go get a new can tomorrow?
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Fibber McGee and Molly, transcribed, is brought to you Mondays through Fridays at this time by Miles Laboratories, makers of Alka-Seltzer. Les Nelson is played by Robert Easton. Plan to be with us again tomorrow, won't you? We have more fun lined up for you as Good Samaritan McGee tries to return somebody's lost auto license plate. The mess he gets into could only be gotten into by Mr. McGee. This is John Wall saying goodbye for now. We'll be looking for you tomorrow.
Weekdays, follow the story of Pepper Young's family on Host NBC radio station.
The Johnson Wax program with Fibber McGee and Molly. Makers of Johnson's Wax and Johnson's Self-Polishing Glow Coats present Fibber McGee and Molly, written by Don Quinn, with music by the King's Men and Billy Mills Orchestra. The number of uses for wax has been increasing every year, but it took the war to give greater emphasis to one of them. Do you know that soldiers' uniforms are actually waxed? That's right, strange as it may seem. Uniforms impregnated with a wax emulsion are made water repellent, stain, and dust resistant. They look smarter longer and are easier to launder. The makers of Johnson's Wax have developed a special product for this use called Drax, D-R-A-X.
It's used by many textile mills and by many Army laundries, too, because the water repellency of a garment can be maintained by using tracks at the laundry or the dry cleaners. Wouldn't you like to have outdoor clothing, play suits, and other garments, as well as things like drapes and curtains, tracks treated? Well, after the war, you'll be able to. In the meantime, the makers of Johnson's Wax will welcome inquiries from finishing mills and others interested in Drax. Write to S.C. Johnson & Son, Incorporated at Racine, Wisconsin, or Brantford. Well, they say that early to bed and early to rise makes one healthy, wealthy, and wise. Which probably explains why the residents of 79 Wistful Vista are neither too healthy, too rich, nor too smart. Because here it is almost 9 a.m., and just waking up, we find Fibber McGee and Molly.
McGee, wake up. It's 9 o'clock. It's broad daylight.
Why does everybody say broad daylight? It's as high as it is wide.
I don't know how you'd know. You never lift your eyes above the coffee pot till 10:30. Oh, I wish you were a millionaire, Davy.
That's a dirty wish just before March 15th. Why do you wish I was a millionaire?
Well, so that I could pick up my pearl-handled telephone off my ivory-inlaid night table and call down to the third footman to tell the butler to have my personal maid bring me my breakfast in bed.
Oh. Well, I got bad news for you then.
What?
The third footman is in the Marines. The butler is an investigator for the OPA, and your personal maid is a spot welder out at Douglas. We're all alone in our 52-room bungalow. Hey, where's my slippers?
Probably right where you usually leave them when you go to bed.
Where's that?
One under the dresser and one in the bathroom. Don't tell me you're getting up.
Yes, I'm getting up. And what's more, baby, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring you your breakfast in bed.
What?
You heard me. I'm going to bring you your breakfast in bed.
Well, this is the most realistic dream I ever had. I'm going to hate to wake up.
You think I'm kidding?
Yes. Now hurry and take your shower and call me just...
I'll take my shower later. Where's my bathrobe? Oh, here it is. Now, what do you want for breakfast?
Oh, now, McGee, I was just joking. My goodness, you don't have...
I know I don't have to. But you deserve it. You've been a good kid. Now, what do you want for breakfast?
Well, I might as well make the best of this, I guess. I want some orange juice.
Okay, orange juice.
2 eggs with their bright little eyes gazing heavenward.
2 eggs straight up.
A waffle.
Fry one crossword puzzle. What else?
Cup of coffee.
Very well, madame. I shall be very happy. Hey, what you doing?
I'm getting up. You never made a waffle in your life.
I never laid an egg either, but I know how to cook.
Well, I think you're wrong on both counts, dearie. So I'll just
You stay right where you darn are. This is my treat.
But McGee...
Don't fuck McGee me. I know what I'm doing. Just as soon as I brush my teeth, I'll have...
Molly McGee, you're a lazy, good-for-nothing woman to let him do this. Yes, I know, but it's good for his character. It teaches him to be unselfish. But he'll have your whole kitchen in a mess. Well, if he does, he'll clean it up. No, you can't let him do that. Oh, I can't I? You just wait and see.
Well, here we go. Orange juice, eggs, coffee, and waffle. Squeeze one, fry two, make with the mocha, and cook a blotter with a reed please. All right, I'll see you later. Oh, looky, here comes Cookie, marching down the street. Oh, looky, left this storm. Oh, now, let me see. Orange juice, orange juice, orange juice. Where do you suppose Molly keeps the oranges? Hey, Molly, where's the oranges?
The Fibber McGee and Molly Show. NBC brings you Fibber McGee and Molly transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutton. We'll join Fibber and Molly in just a moment. Each day, every American lives a miracle. You find that miracle in your daily life. In the amazing fact that every worker is laboring to supply the needs of every other worker. As if by magic, you find your newspaper and milk on the doorstep in the morning. You find transportation and shops and services to meet every desire. And the miracle of all this is that none of it happens under compulsion. It all happens voluntarily. But that's part of another miracle. The miracle of the whole American economic system. The system that has created the most productive nation on earth. We enjoy the highest standard of living in all history, and we've only begun. We know that our standard of living will rise still higher, bringing us more benefits and leisure time as we produce more goods. And while we have made ourselves stronger economically, we have retained the basic freedoms of each individual. We work where we choose. We bargain collectively, contract our own affairs, and profit from our inventiveness and enterprise. Yes, that's the American economic system. Has this ever happened to you? You put in a good full day at home with the cooking, the mending, and the ordinary housekeeping chores. And after dinner, you're just getting settled for a quiet evening with a new magazine when your husband leaps up with a happy look and says,
Hey, kiddo, I got a great idea. Let's go downtown tonight and see a movie, huh?
Oh, I don't know, McGee. I thought I'd just...
You've been working hard today, Molly. You look tired. It'll do you good to get out. I'll take you downtown and show you the bright lights tonight on the front of the theater.
Oh, you don't really want to see a movie tonight, do you? I thought you were tired, too. You told me at dinner time that you shot so much food at the Elks this afternoon you could hardly lift that last piece of pie.
Well, I was just hungry, I guess. I feel great since I ate. Besides, we owe it to ourselves to see more pictures.
Oh, to who?
Ourselves. Listen to what I just read in the paper here. It says the average American family sees 8.5 movies a year.
8.5?
8.5.
You mean that everybody leaves in the middle of the ninth one?
No.
Or did they make a special half picture just to show for those?
Oh, no, that's only statistics, Molly. You know how to get them statistics. They take a survey of a cross-section of people.
Well, there's no cross-section of people than the ones whose feet you step on in the movie.
Oh, that's besides the point. You know, my point is that the average family sees over 8 pictures a year. And we haven't seen even one this year. We don't want the neighbors going around saying we're below average, do we?
Oh, what a horrible thought.
Here's the movie page. Pick out anything you want to see. A lot of good ones in town this week.
Well, you pick one, McGee. I don't care at all. In fact, I would just as soon.
I'll get the coast. Anything you want to see is fine with me.
Well, let me look. How about the bijou they're showing?
The Fibber McGee and Molly Show. NBC and Richard Hudnut, makers of enriched cream shampoo and cream rinse, present Fibber McGee and Molly, transcribed. The show is written by Phil Leslie and Ralph Goodman and directed by Max Hutton. We'll join Fibber and Molly in just a moment. Here's something most of us have to think about sooner or later: retirement. You know, it can be a long vacation, carefree and gay. Or it can be a long ordeal, depressing and uncertain. It all depends on how well you've planned for it. A lot of folks are including United States savings bonds in their retirement plan. Smart people. They know that savings bonds are a safe, sound, sure investment. They know they'll get back $4 for every $3 they put in when those bonds mature. And you know that happens in less than 10 years. Of course, savings bonds can now be held beyond their maturity date at further interest. The highest rate it's ever been. 3% interest, compounded semi-annually, for as long as 10 years beyond the maturity date of the bond. Start planning for your retirement now. Investigate the payroll savings plan where you work or the bond-a-month plan where you bank. You'll feel more secure tomorrow if you buy United States savings bonds today. If you're at all familiar with the habits of Mr. McGee of 79 Wistful Vista, you'll immediately recognize that jolly twinkle in his eye as he reaches for the telephone.
In the morning, in the evening, ain't we got fun?
Who are you calling, McGee?
Listen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Georgie. Happy birthday to you. Oh, congratulations, old man. What's that? This ain't your birthday. Who is this? Dr. George Gamble? Oh, I must have the wrong number. I was calling George Washington. Today's his birthday, and he hung up.
Sometimes I think...
Oh, boy, I'd give anything to see the expression on old Fatso's face right now. He looks so funny when he gets mad. Them double chins of his quiver like Venetian blinds in an earthquake.
I don't think that's so funny. Dr. Gamble is a busy man. He hasn't time for such foolishness.
Oh, gee, that's right. It's noon, ain't it? He was probably right in the middle of lunch. That's his busiest hour. I'll call him back and apologize.
McGee, put down that phone.
Oh, well, gee, this kind of guy have a little fun.
Yes. I know a nice game we could play.
What?
Sort the laundry.
Hmm?
Today may be Washington's birthday, but if you shorten it down a little, it comes out Wash Day.
Monday, huh?
That's right. Come get the soap down off the cupboard shelf for me, will you?
Oh, forget the laundry, kiddo. This is a national holiday. Nobody works on a national holiday. It's a holiday. There'll be no laundry done in this house today.
What?
What?
That's right. I, the master of this house, insist. Please?
Well, that's sweet of you, dearie, but I just have to do it today. The rest of the week is all filled up. Tomorrow I do the yard and the patio. Wednesday's mending day.
Out of respect, I demand that you do this. Put down that laundry basket there. You disgrace your country's flag.
What? Now, look, dearie. I'm as great an admirer of George Washington as you are. But I'll bet if Martha didn't get the laundry done, he could be just as fussy about it as you always are. Turn on the washing machine.
No, sir.
Never mind, I'll do it myself. Oh, fine.
You see? Even the washing machine won't work on a holiday.
What did you do to it?
I didn't hurt anything. I just borrowed the pulley from the motor to attach to the generator in the garage.
How many times have I begged you not to fool with this machine, McGee?
Oh, I was going to put it back tomorrow. Only takes a couple hours. How did I know you were going to do any work on a holiday?
All right, where's the car? I'll take the laundry over to Monica Miller.
You can't.
Why not?
That's what I needed the pulley in the generator for. The car battery's dead, and I thought I'd charge it up again. You're not mad, are you?
No. But honestly, sometimes when you charge the battery, I think you hold on to those wires too long. Because if there's
At
any...
least I didn't lie. I told the truth, like George Washington would have did if he'd have done it.
All right, you win. I'll do the laundry another time.
Sure. Nobody ought to work on Washington's birthday anyhow. It's a holiday. Let's just sit around and relax.
Okay. You go ahead and start. I'll join you later as soon as I get these dishes out of the sink.
Okay, Tootsie. Ah, there goes a good kid. And a fine little housewife. George Washington might have thrown $1 across the river, but she can make a buck go further than that button. Come in. Well, what have we here? In this gorgeous blue uniform. Continental soldier from the Army of General George Washington? Don't tell me the British are coming.
No, mister. It's me, too.
Well, speak up, soldier. Just say the word, and I'll get my shotgun out of the attic and help defend the garrison.
It's not a soldier, mister. It's me, too. I'm not real.
Why, you could have fooled me. When I saw you standing there in that doorway with that musket and that drum, I figured the British were sure coming.
This is my costume for my school play we did Friday, mister. Washington and Valley Forest.
Oh, down there. I bet that was exciting. What'd you play?
The drum. I just banged on it.
No, I mean, what part?
The top part where it makes the most noise, like this.
Hey, hold it. Wasn't that pretty loud?
Miss Yeardley liked it.
She did?
Yes, I was only supposed to be on at the beginning, but all through the rest of the play, she kept whispering from behind the curtain and told me to keep playing my drum.
Told you to keep banging that thing all through the play, huh? You must have been a little drum happy.
Sure. All the time she kept yelling,